also known as Light. Welcome to my live. Welcome to my channel. I am so late. I was supposed to be on at 12 midnight. Hopefully somebody's up. Somebody will come on. If nobody comes on, then I'll come back on tomorrow to do this. Or maybe I'll just talk to myself. But I need somebody up in here. Because I want to talk about the Zodiacs. But maybe I need to come back on tomorrow. I'm going to see if anybody comes in because it's pretty late. But it's Saturday. Oh my gosh. Hey, what you doing up? Hey, Sebastian. I'm so late. I'm super duper late. It might just be me and you up in here tonight. This is crazy. I thought people would be up, probably coming in from drinking or something. Coming in from a lounge or something somewhere. How are you? Hope you're doing good today. I'm such a night owl, so I be up. Especially if it's the weekend. I'll be up. If I'm not outside, I'm up. Hey, Astro Sean. Okay, so y'all made it in. Y'all made it in the building. Okay. So yeah, I'm going to be talking about the Zodiacs tonight. Just the different traits. Y'all can help me out. I want to hear how y'all feel about certain Zodiacs. I'm just going to put my information in the chat. I had a good day. I'm glad you had a good day too. Let me see if I can find myself on my laptop first. Hopefully some more people will come in. Hey, oh, got Leo in the house. We need some Leos. Oh yeah, I have this shirt right on. I don't want to go too low, but it says Big Goddess Energy. I sell t-shirts on Teespring. Yeah, you know I'm always selling something to y'all. So go on to Teespring, and my shop is Liquid Love. I have all kinds of t-shirts, especially Black Conscious t-shirts. I have a narcissistic t-shirt on there. A lot of, goddessy type of apparel on there. I have masks. I got mugs, bags. I got all that stuff on Teespring. Let me see if I can find my... All right, here we go. But I want to talk some about the Zodiacs, okay? Let's see. Let me just put my information in the chat. If anybody wants to donate, if anybody wants to book a conversation with me, I'm going to put that information in the chat. And then I'm going to just start talking. All right. It's up. It's in there. So... Astro Sean, if you're still in here, what's your Zodiac? I know, Sebastian, you're an Aries. And I don't know how to pronounce your name, and you're a Leo. Okay. When you come in the chat, do me a favor, guys. Can you click like for me? Being that it's Libra season and it's also Mercury retrograde, I don't know if y'all are into that, but so far I'm having a good retrograde. Are y'all having a good retrograde so far? Usually, I would say the last retrograde we had, it whooped my ass, guys. It really did. It whooped my ass. But so far, this retrograde, I think it ends October 14. You're a Scorpio, Sun, Leo, rising. Okay. I like Scorpios. My moon is Scorpio. Oh yeah, before I begin, yes, I am Leo Sun, Scorpio moon, and I am Capricorn rising. I don't like to tell all my placements, but my Venus is in Virgo, and that's all. Don't ask me my Mercury, don't ask me my Mars, don't ask me any of that stuff, because I don't want nobody trying to look up stuff on me, okay? So that's all I usually give, pretty much. But I'm gonna start off with Libra. Okay. How y'all feel about Libras? Click like for me, guys. I only got one like, and it's like 7 of y'all in here. How do y'all feel about Libras? I'm gonna start off because it's Libra season. I know Aries is number one, but I'm gonna do, thank you for the likes. I'm gonna do Libra first. Do y'all like Libras? How do y'all feel about Libra men? How you feel about Libra women? Do you get along with them? And when you're in the chat, like, put your sign. But okay, y'all not answering me, so I'm gonna just go ahead and keep talking. Libra men, dad, Libra women, love them. Okay. All right, I understand that. I'm gonna be real with you. Should I start with the bad first or the good? You know what? I'm gonna start with the good. They I ooh, I feel like Libras. Okay, let me get into it. Let me take a sip of this, okay? I'm drinking something light. Okay, there's a little Smirnoff right here I'm drinking tonight. So I'm gonna keep it real with you. I was raised by a Libra. So the narcissistic stepfather that I've told my channel about was a Libra. Okay. And unfortunately, I was abused by a Libra. I was molested by a Libra. So what do you think I think about Libras? But I'm not gonna say that all Libras are bad. But I think that they are illusionists. You know what I'm saying? I think that in every sign there is the light sided and the dark sided. That's how I'll say it. There's light sided and there's dark sided. So when you are up against a dark sided Libra, some very bad things can happen to you. And these people are very sexy. Libra men, Libra women, they are very sexy. And they can kind of convince you into doing anything. And I think that's how my mother probably stayed with a Libra. She was married to him for almost 13 years. That was her longest marriage. She was married 4 times, okay? And she stayed with a Libra for almost 13 years. So I think that they're very good at convincing. They usually end up in relationships, long-term relationships. But it's weird to me. They like variety. So they love sex. They love women. If they're a woman, they love men, whatever. They get fraud, scam. And oh my God, yes, they are good. Good evening, Light. You're a Capricorn. Yeah, okay. That's very true, Melissa. You're right. Okay. My rising is a Capricorn, by the way. But yes, that's true. They will sell you a future. So that's what I would say about Libra. I got caught up with a Libra. Don't be using my business against me up in here, okay? But when I was in my early 20s, I met a Libra who, just convinced me he was all that in a bag of chips, and he wasn't, okay? But he used what he had. He was sexy, he had a nice body, he was tall, he was packing, okay? And I fell for that illusion. Like, you know what, those Libra men, they are usually, even if they're like hood or thuggish, they still give you this pretty boy thing about them. The way they look, they can even come off a little feminine, kind of like the Gemini men. You kind of see the equal distribution of masculine and feminine energy with them. I noticed that. But these could be like the metrosexuals, but they're sneaky. They are so sneaky, and they're so fine, and they're so sexy, and they use that, and they usually keep up and juggle a lot of women or a lot of men. And I think they're better off single. I'm not really sure, why do they settle down? Like these are definitely the ones who will be married and have like long-term side chicks, secret baby mamas, stuff like that. My mom found out that my stepfather, she was with him for 13 years, and she divorced him because she found out he had a mistress for 8 years. Could you imagine? This is what they do. This is what they do, especially when they're dark sided. I think every sign can mature once they realize they're not using more light than their darkness. So everybody matured, even me, even when I was dark sided in my 20s, so it takes time. But you gotta be careful with these Libras, okay? They're very good looking. One of my favorite Libras is Ashanti, the singer. Look how fine she is. She is so fine. You can Google her if you don't know who Ashanti is. She is just so fine. She's 40 years old, never had no kids, just out there being single. That's what they do. They're pretty. I really don't think that they make good friends emotionally. I think that you can hit them up like, hey, can I borrow some money? But I can't emotionally connect to Libra. Keep in mind, this is all coming from a Leo, okay? So this may not be your experiences with Libras, but this is what I notice about them. I think that they have this illusion that they're really good friends because they might lend you money, or, they're there for you financially, or they have fun with you. But there's a lot more to being a friend than spending money and having fun with this individual. So I feel like Leo and Libra definitely get along. I would say that. I've attracted a lot of Libras in my day. But yeah, let me go back to the Libra guy. So this Libra guy had me stuck, okay? He was so fine, guys. He had me stuck in my early 20s. And when I was 24, and we're the same age, I believe. So he got engaged, I got engaged. He ended up marrying the woman, and I broke up with my fiance, right? While he was married, guys, he came to me like, oh, I made a big mistake. I don't love my wife, but now she's having our baby. I need you in my life. Let me tell you, this guy, he had me. I was just young and dumb, okay? He had me all wrapped around his finger, guys. He used to drive to my house and be like, "Oh, I'm outside. I'm outside in front of your house. Just come outside. Just come." They're like the mermaid in the ocean, like that's tricking the seamen. Okay, be careful with these Libras. Okay, they know how to use your sexuality to get what they want. They are like, ooh, they just cons. They're so good. They know how to smell good. They go get the men get their manicures and their pedicures. They're metrosexual. They got the flyest gear on. Their socks is on right. The shoes is on. Unless they're super, super, super dark side and they just busted, I've never met like a busted Libra. Never. Even the women, they look nice. They do their hair. They look good. They smell good. Be careful with them, okay? Because they giving a whole lot on the outside, but a lot of times they can be broken in the inside, okay? But this guy used to come in front of my house. This Libra had me in my head and could be like, oh, just come outside. I need to hug you. This is a married man, guys, all right? So this was like my first and only time I let a damn Libra convince me, okay? We didn't end up having full-fledged intercourse, but we did, do other things, and that was very inappropriate. At the time, I was a Christian. I had to go to the altar. I had to confess to God, okay? And to Jesus Christ back then. But yeah, they are illusionists. Be careful with these damn Libras. But they also, a lot of them have secret addictions like alcohol, smoking weed, eating, anything, sex. A lot of them have addictions. just secretly, a lot of people don't know. They might disappear. They'll disappear on you for weeks on end. No one knows where they're at. Their family don't know. Their kids don't. No one knows where they're at. And a lot of time they're in this depression and they're in this darkness. My stepfather, he was on crack at one point in the 80s. Okay. So a lot of them have addictions and depression. That is something I do know about Libras. They appear to have it all together, but they really don't. No. Let's see what you're saying. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm not trying to do y'all Libras wrong, but Hi, Nicole. Let's see. Cool. What happened? Let me see. I get it. Okay, I hear you now. And now I love a man who's in touch with his feminine. Oh boy. Yeah, if you like men who are in touch with their feminine side or they seem like metrosexual, definitely Gemini and definitely Libra. I'm telling you, they got that. They just have this, you could just see like a little feminine energy in there if you like that kind of guy. Libras be starting fires and hiding their hand. They do. They will definitely start with you. They have a lot of unfinished business, unfinished relationships with people. I noticed that too. Um, they will leave you in the dust. Oh my goodness. Like they definitely future fake with you, like the narcs. They'll future fake with you. They'll be like, yeah, you're gonna have my baby, I'm gonna marry you, you this, you that. They'll I'm telling you the whole entire time. Yo, let me tell you, I was talking to this Libra. I was in medical assistant school and I was talking to this Libra. This was years ago. I was in my 20s, my late 20s. And he never wanted to have sex. This is crazy, guys. He did not want to have sex with me. He was like sugar daddying me. He like took me out to eat. He was taking me shopping, spending money on me. A lot of them like to spend money and they are willing to spend to get you. Okay? Like these Libras will definitely, like I would say, the men out of the zodiac who have spent money on me were Libras, but they are controlling with the money. So they probably won't put the money in your hand, but they will, like, how can I say it? They be like, what you need, what you want. Come on. Like this guy, he was like, yo, it's your birthday. Where you want to go? Come on, let's go to the mall. We're going shopping. So he saw everything I bought and he'll pay for it. You get it, guys? You want to go out to eat? Where do you want to go? I'll take you. You get it? So they funny. They don't like to put all the money in your hand, kind of like Virgo. Virgo will put the money in your hand, be like, whatever you do with the money, whatever. But Libra, they like to control, like Scorpio men, they like to control how you're spending the money. They want to see what you're, buying basically. But yeah, these Libras will trick on you. Libra, I'm telling you, I have gotten some money out of Libra men. Libra men have given me some of the best gifts, and bought me nice things. Even my trifling ass stepfather, he used to buy my mom a lot of nice gifts and buy me nice gifts. Like take me to Bloomingdale's, no cheap shit. They like nice stuff. That's one thing I will say. Yes, Libra women, they could be very flaky. I like to have, that's another, yeah, Libra women. One thing I will say is they can be flaky. It's to me, you would think you're close to that Libra woman and you're really not. You're really not. You're just not. You're just not. I told the story about I was friends with a Libra woman for many years, and I'm thinking me and her are close like cousins. So I started talking to a guy that we grew up with in church. So I was like, "Hey, girl, I'm talking to, let's just call him Mark. I'm talking to Mark." So I told my Libra friend at the time, I said, "Hey, girl, I'm talking to Mark. You remember Mark from back in the day?" So she was like, "Oh yeah, fake, being fake. There's a Libra woman. You gotta be careful with them, right?" She was like, "Oh yeah." Feeling something on my foot. She's like, "Oh yeah, I remember Mark from back in the day." I'm like, "Oh, okay." So I'm like, "Oh, have you seen him or anything like that?" She was like, "No." I said, "Oh, okay. Well, he's coming to my birthday party, so you'll see him, catch up with him or whatever, right?" Girl, do you know, come to find out, this chick slept with Mark years ago, even before I started to date Mark, and didn't tell me. She waits until I'm dating Mark 6 months in, and she's asking all. It didn't click to me. Every time she saw me, she's like, "You and Mark still dating?" I'm like, "Yeah." "You Mark took you out on dates?" I'm like, "Yeah." She's like, "Wow, okay." She waits until she sees me and Mark is happy, everything is going good, and then she's like, "Oh, I gotta tell you something." And I'm like, "Okay, what's up?" "Oh, I slept with Mark twice years ago. I just wanted to let you know. I'm trying to be a friend, so I'm just trying to let you know. So be careful. Be careful with these Libra women, okay? They sneaky, they slick. Let's see. Hi, Pink Lady. Yeah, exactly, Melissa. That was crazy. So yeah, I cut her ass off for doing that. I'm probably gonna be cursing a up in this video, but I cut her ass for that. Cut her ass off for that. Because that was foul, just foul. And when they get jealous, they will be very petty, very, very petty when they're jealous. She was so jealous because her baby father found a girlfriend, and she moved all the way from Atlanta back to New York just to try to like ruin his life. It was bad. It was terrible. So yeah, if you come across a dark-sided Libra, run. If you see them signs that they're just using their sexuality, they love sex. They love sex, okay? Libra women love sex. Libra men love sex. I think the Libra men are more low key with voicing that they love sex. And then the Libra women, she doesn't care. She's gonna wear her little dress. She's gonna prance around. Look at Ashanti. Look at Lisa Ray. All these women, they use their sexuality and their beauty for many, many years to make their money. This is what they do. Libra, and if he's a dark-sided Libra man, he will deal with women to survive. Okay, this is the type of man that might live in the crib with you, but he got shorty across another woman across town. He's got this. I've had a Libra man's baby mama call my phone and like, "Oh my gosh, I found your number in my baby father phone. He's telling you he loves you, but we just had sex, last week. Can you please leave my baby father alone?" I'm telling you. Oh yes, going back to the Libra dude who was spending money on me. One day I'm going into the elevator. He's coming out of the elevator, and we're in medical assistant school. I'm like, "Hey, what's going on? You okay?" He's like, "Oh my gosh, did you see my baby mother up here?" I'm like, "No." He's like, "Yo, I heard my baby mother's up here and she's walking around the school looking for me." So I'm telling you, these Libra men, oh, and they will sleep with their friends. They love having lady friends. So if they say, "Oh, that's my best friend," most likely they probably slept with her. They love having women around them. Libra men love ladies, so be careful. Libra women, "Oh, that's my boo, that's my bro, that's my bro, that's just my homie." I wouldn't be surprised. They're the type that they are Captain Save-A-Hoes. They are that type. Sorry, there's any Libras in the chat. So yeah, be careful with them because they really do use their looks, their sexuality to gain whatever they want to gain. All right. So we did Libra. What positive thing I could say? One thing I will say about Libra is that they are go-getters. They do know how to make money. If not, they know how to hustle people to get the money. And yeah, they're not lazy. They're definitely not lazy. They always got a car. They always got a job. They always got something going on with them to make money. I'll definitely say that. But to me, Libras are a bunch of fun. That's all. I'm sorry, guys. Oh, a lot of Libra women are the attractive girls that are like, "I'm not like the other girls." Yeah, they are attractive. They are attractive. They have a very alluring, you know, um, sexual energy to them. And hey, if you got it, use it. If you got it, use it. I don't see anything wrong. But my issue with that is what happens when you're getting older. You don't have the looks anymore. You don't have the body anymore. I wonder what happens to like a much older Libra. So I don't really know too many older Libras. So if there's any older Libras in the chat, let me know what did you do as you got older when you couldn't use your looks anymore. Because even Lisa Ray, she's fine, but she's like 50 something now. She doesn't look the same. You can see the wrinkles in her face. People get older. So what do you do after that? After you dry up down there? I don't know. All right, let me see. Sorry, I think I kind of made y'all Libras look a little bad, but it's that's the whole point. I have to tell you things that you have to work on. So I would say, Libra, work on being a better friend and work on something else that you can do to gain gain the attention or make money without using your looks. That's your homework. All right. So it's Libra season, so I had to get Libra out the way first. Let me see. Let's see. Hold on a minute. All right. Who's next? Who should I do next? Let me see. Because I kind of want to be in order because I don't want to forget. Hold on. All right. All right. Let's do Aries. Let's do Aries next. Get the baby, the baby of the Zodiac babies out of the way. Let's do that. Hold on. Where's my thing at? All right. So what do y'all think about? Oh shoot. What happened? Hold on a minute, guys. Give me 1 second. Hold on. Okay. Hopefully it didn't get too bad. I had lost reception there for a second. Okay. Y'all still there? All right. Hot-headed and impatient. Okay. I agree with that. But I feel like this. Okay, I'm gonna be real with you. I am wait a minute, you were Aries, aren't you, Sebastian? Okay. So yes, Aries are known to be hot-headed, impatient, angry, impulsive. Yeah, I would agree with that. They, a lot of times they're very verbal. They're very verbal. I admire that, believe it or not, because a lot of people like myself, a Leo, we're hot-headed, but it takes a lot to kind of like for us to pop off. Okay. So I appreciate Aries where they feel something, they think something, and they're able to verbalize it. They're able to tell people how they feel, what they don't like, putting people in check. So about Aries, but sometimes it's a wrong time and a place for all of that. Okay, so I wish Aries knew how to cut it off, when to cut it off, when to know when to say something to somebody. It's just like, okay, I understand that person pissed you off, but sometimes being soft and gentle and kind and holding back, turning up on somebody, that may not get you what you want. I've gotten a lot more by being calm and playing the game and acting dumb sometimes. I've gotten a lot more that way, where Aries can be so impulsive that they make the situation worse. So I wish sometimes they have a little bit more control over their emotions, to where, you know what, this is not a time where you need to curse somebody out. How about you just start off slow, and then you could build up. Then if you don't get your way, or they trying to play you, then you blast on their ass. So that's one thing. I have been literally embarrassed in the street. Don't get me wrong, I like Aries men because I can handle Aries men. Okay. That's probably one of my favorite um male zodiac, in the zodiac. I love Aries men because I'm a fire sign, I'm a Leo, so I think that's why I can kind of understand them. And I just like aggression. I do. Not toxicity, but I just like aggressive men. Okay. You can have a calmness to your aggression, but Aries, that type of fire gets shit done. Okay. They're aggressive about, watching their football game. They're aggressive about driving. They're aggressive about sex. They're aggressive, it's just so passionate. They're passionate about everything in life. They, even when it's, they're getting their degree, or they're getting, their business together, they're writing a book, they're just aggressive in everything. They go for it. They're competitive. Now, all that competition, that's cool. But, to my straight Aries men, please stop competing with your women. Compete with your boys, compete at work, compete on the road, racing with the dude next to you, whatever. But don't compete with your women. And that's the issue I have with Aries men. Dating Aries men, I feel like they always wanted to compete with me, or feel like they were above me in order for me to date them. And it's just like, just do you. Don't worry about what I'm doing. These types, they like power type of couple. Aries, they don't want to just be with anybody. They do want someone that y'all two walk in a room and y'all that power couple. Okay, that's what I do notice about them. They don't want just anybody. You gotta have your shit together with Aries. They'll sleep with you. You pretty, you cute, they will sleep with you. But the person that they're looking to be that power couple with, you gotta have your equally have your shit together, be doing something, or make them look good in some type of way. They're not just gonna mess with a dummy. They're not. And if you see them get caught up with a dummy, they're probably low vibrational and they got caught up, or they're gonna deal with them, but they probably won't end up marrying that individual. What y'all saying in here? Yes, they are straight no chaser folks. I like that too, because they're just so Aries, they're real. Don't get me wrong. Aries could be lying too, when they want to do them. They could, lie to you or not tell you things to, keep you around. But at the same time, most of the time, they'll tell you the truth. So let me tell you my Aries experience. So I was dealing with this guy. He was an Aries, and this is back, I don't eat KFC no more, but we were in a KFC. This was like years ago. And I couldn't see what he was seeing because we're sitting at the table. So he's here and I'm here, right? So there was a woman and her mom sitting on the other side of us. So the girl that's looking at him, she's sitting on my side, get it? And her mom is sitting on this side. So I could see her mom, but I really couldn't see what the girl was doing because I would have to literally turn my head to see what she was doing, right? So we're in KFC. KFC is crowded because, people like that nasty chicken back in the day, right? And all I hear, it just sound like, it's crazy how the room just sounded like it got so quiet. Guys, this guy turns, looks at her and says, "What the f you looking at? You see me with my girl? Ain't nobody want your ugly ass." And I'm like, oh my God, like what is going on? He's like, yo, she looking at me like I want her. She see me, she's trying to holler at me while her mom's there, and you're here. Like he straight cursed her out. I don't want you, bitch. And I'm just like, I was embarrassed. I was embarrassed for the girl. I was embarrassed myself. I was like, all right, all right, all right, all right. And I'm looking at her like, wow, yeah, women could be very disrespectful. I wonder what her sign was. But she was giving him the googly eyes and probably thought that, oh, he wasn't into no big girl or something like that. And she was trying to give him the googly eyes, and he cursed her ass out in KFC. Everybody was like, oh my gosh. It was so embarrassing, guys. I had to collect him. I was like, yo, let's go. He's like, nah, I ain't with bitches be mad disrespectful. She seen you with my girl. And I was just like, oh my gosh. So yeah, if an Aries is about you, they will turn up for you. Okay. They will defend you. This guy defended me so many times. Then I dated a very mellow, quiet Aries before. Okay, he was quiet, but he was a little gangster on the low. And I never seen him act like this before. And he was just so quiet. Like he was the type that will only speak to you when spoken, right? But this day, I found out he was gangster. So he walked me to the bus stop, and I'm minding my business. It's dark outside. It's real late. I'm not paying attention to who's looking at me. So there's a guy at the bus stop. Apparently, I wasn't looking at that dude. Next thing I know, he was like, "Yo, my man, you got some eyes for my woman? You like what you see?" And I'm like, "What is going on?" They said, "No, I'm not. I'm just sorry, man. She's a pretty girl. I'm sorry. I'm not trying to disrespect you." He was like, "Oh, okay. I thought you had a problem." And keep in mind, I had no idea that this man was even looking at me. So yeah, they don't play about their women. So don't play with those Aries and their women or their children. I think most of the time Aries men, they could make very good fathers. But a lot of time they could be too serious. They could be too serious. I have to me, he's one of my best friends, and he's an Aries. He talks about a lot about goals and what he's doing next. And it's like, okay, you have to understand that women like to have fun too. So Aries, it's cool to, be chasing the dollar, trying to get your degree, trying to build your business, but don't forget to have a little fun with your woman. Okay. Leave that stuff at the job, leave it in your office, but be fun and spontaneous with your woman. Sometimes I feel like my friend, he's been celibate for 3 years and he can't find anybody right now. I think it's because he's just too serious. And sometimes Aries can be too uptight and too serious. It's like, all right, no, to have fun with your mate, okay? Whether you're dating men or women. Wait, that was good for her ass though. They are very protective. Yes, they are very protective. I love it. Ooh, protect me, baby. I love it. And I'm not gonna front. My twin flame, he's an Aries too. But one thing I'll say about them, when they done with you, they are cold. You gonna feel it in your bones. When they are done with you, they are cold. And I also say Aries, the reason why they are so aggressive or they say mean, they're really sensitive. I'm telling you that right now. They're really sensitive because I've had Aries, especially men, come at me the wrong way, and I was just like, "Yo, who you talking to? You better chill out and be respectful." And they backed down quick. They was like little kittens. I was like, "Oh, what is going on here? Oh, I'm so sorry, Angie. I didn't mean to, I apologize." So when they have somebody who's their match coming at them the same way they come at you, yeah, they can be tough, they can be mean, but when you bring that energy to them, they don't like it. They don't like it. I'm telling you, it's really a protection. Aries, they're hard on the outside, but they're soft in the inside. So that's the secret about Aries. I have made some Aries. I had an Aries stalking me one time. He showed up at my job. Okay. So that's another thing I do like about them. If they want you, they will come after you. They will. They're aggressive. Ladies, even fellas, if it's an Aries man that you want, you don't have to come get them. They will come get you. You will know. They've been sliding that DM. They will say what they want to do to you. Let me tell you something. Aries will tell you, I'm going to do this, and that to you in the bedroom. They're going to do it. They're going to do it. Everything that they told you they're going to do in that text, that little freaky text, they're going to do it, and it's going to be even then some, okay? So I have been intimate with Aries before, and it's the bomb. So I don't know if there's a whack Aries out there. Sorry for you. I never had a whack Aries, okay? So that's one thing I will say about them. Though Aries women, they're aggressive as well. They can come off with too much masculine energy, and a lot of times that kind of turns men off. They can be very pretty. They can have long hair. They can have a nice body. They can dress nice. I don't know. I feel like Aries women sometimes they over accessorize. You ever notice that? They're kind of like the homie lover friend energy. Like they could be very tomboyish, and then they can turn around and put on a sexy dress with some heels, and you're like, oh, okay, all right, girl. They are go-getters, whether they hustling or they are, if they're, so Aries moms, children, okay. Lady Gaga's a Aries? Oh, I didn't know that. Calm down on your children. Aries and Leo moms could be so tough when it comes to discipline. So I've seen Aries moms like yoke up their sons. And I'm like, whoa, chill out. The way they express themselves, they could be really, really tough. With a Scorpio moon, also Mariah saying, oh yeah, I do know that they're Scorpio moon. I didn't know they were Aries. But they could be really tough on their children. And they do have a lot of masculine energy, that I would say. And yes, they over accessorize. Even though Lady Gaga has been dressing her behind off, but Mariah, she over accessorized to me. Like all the diamonds and the butterflies and this, and yeah, she was. That sometimes it can come off a little cheesy. I would say that. So like I used to be friends with an Aries woman, and it was like when we go out, she had on like the cheetah dress, the leopard print dress, the leopard print belt, the leopard print shoes. I'm like, girl, you doing too much leopard. Calm down. So yeah, Aries women, calm down with the over accessorizing. It could come off looking a little, look a little cheap. You know what I'm saying? Is Paris Hilton a Aries too? Because she dresses like that. Yeah. But Aries women, they're go-getters too. They'll get that money, whether they, you. They will hustle you. Yeah, that over accessorizing stuff. It's like, what is that, right? Okay, so she's an Aquarius. My mom was an Aquarius, but she was very conservative when it came to accessories. She wasn't like, cheesy. But yeah, Aries women, they are go-getters. They are hustlers. Whether they hustling for you for your money. I was friends with an Aries chick, and she was selling weed. Okay, so they're gonna get that money. But I did have a couple of Aries women try to steal from me, like just weird, crazy stuff. So these are like, they're about, I'll get that money, whether it's legal or illegal. So watch out for these Aries chicks, okay? One of my favorite Aries celebrities would be, what is her name? Oh my gosh. Ari Lennox. I don't know if y'all know who Ari Lennox is, but look her up. She's an R&B singer. And you can kind of see it. One day she looks like busted. The next day she looks like totally beautiful, like put together. But yeah, look up Ari Lennox and her music. She is amazing, and she does have that roughness and that tomboy quality. And it's sad that a lot of people pick at her beauty. And I think it does have a lot to do with her being an Aries, because Aries women could be so aggressive and masculine, and that the softness is just not there. But there's a lot of pretty Aries women out there, I would say so. And they're go-getters. These are the women who are gonna pay the bills, get the job done, discipline the children. I just feel that those Aries qualities just match more for the men than they do for the women in that particular sign, unfortunately. Okay, who is next? Taurus. How y'all feel about? Oh, Jasmine Sullivan is an Aries too. Oh, dang, they all can sing. I love Jasmine Sullivan. I love her, but you know how you see how people talk about her looks, like when she's skinny, when she loses weight, and it's kind of it's never like a complete, oh, she's good, she's flawless. There's always them picking at her looks. I hate that. But she's looking bomb lately. All right, how y'all feel about Taurus? Oh, Taurus. Tauruses. I had a friend, and he really changed my life. I had a very close friend that I grew up with. Unfortunately, he died in a car accident, like a few days before his 22nd birthday. His name was Carlos. He was a black guy, but his name was Carlos. We used to call him Black Guy with the Spanish name, believe it or not. And he just really changed my life, because when I was about, he was 20, he was going to be 22, so I was about 18, 19 when he died. And it just changed my life pretty much. And I would say this: he grew up fast. These Taurus usually seem more mature than they're supposed to be. They seem, no, Carlos wasn't Jamaican. He was Bayesian. His parents were from Barbados, but he was born in New York. Um, Carlos, out of all of the boys I grew up with in my church, yeah, that is true. You're right. Jamaicans do do that. Yeah, but he was Bayesian. Um, he seemed so much more mature. Carlos was, this is the first Taurus that was in my life, right? And I was always like the chubby girl growing up, but he was the first one to be like, "You gonna be fine as hell when you get older. I'm telling you, I'm gonna get you." So I actually almost ended up losing my virginity to Carlos when I was 13, but I wasn't ready, and he didn't pressure me. And yeah, he was older than me. Terrible, terrible, terrible. I was like 13, and he was like 15, going on 16 or something like that. But anyway, whatever. When you go up with people, you really don't see the age. It was like a 3-year difference. But anyway, so Carlos did not look like the boys that I grew up with. Carlos, he had like the full goatee. He had the broad back. This is him at like 16. He had the deep voice. All the other boys didn't grow beards until they were like 25. Carlos was like freaking 16, 17 with the body of a football player, the gold tee. So these people really do mature. I don't know if you noticed that. My son's a Taurus. He's reserved, talented, humble, protective, and no nonsense. His heart is huge, but he don't wear it on his sleeve. Yeah, that sounds like a Taurus. Um, Usually people like Tauruses. But you feel like you don't really know them much. They do their dirt on the low. They They sneaky. They could be sneaky. They're very mature. They age fast. So you could be around them and feel like they're like the dads of the group or the big brother of the group. Um, I had my babysitter, we ended up being friends as I got older. I think I talked about her before. She's the psychologist that I was friends with for many years. She always seemed so much older. I don't know why. So when I was like a kid, I thought she was like 30 when she really was like 18. You feel me? So they can come off a little nerdy at times and too mature, especially in their clothing. They'll dress in like warm tones, they'll come off a little nerdy in a sense or just so adult like. But Taurus, they could be sneaky. Like the Taurus dude, he's the one that has like the job already. I remember him being like 16, 17 and having a job. Carlos had a job already. And also the same thing with the psychologist that I grew up around. She always had a job. My mom was paying her to watch me. She was watching like maybe 3 or 4 children from the church. Plus she had like another job already. These people, money is important to Tauruses. They ain't gonna mess with you if you ain't got no money. Okay, I literally had a Taurus tell me, sorry, Ange, you're too broke for me. You're too broke for me, okay? This is the sign that's going to tell you, like, This is the sign that does not want to be around broke people. They always find money, whether it's legally or not, okay? So I've met a lot of Taurus men who are drug dealers. So if they're not getting money legally, they will sell drugs. They will do anything legal. This is the gangster type, okay, in the Zodiac. But you never think that about them. You just feel like they have it together, but they're going to get that money. They love money. They're going to choose. If they love a woman or a man and that man is broke or that woman is broke, but then they need a partner who got their shit together, they're not going to choose the man they love or the woman they love. They're going to go to the partner that got the money. Okay, yes, this is how they are. Money and stability is important to Tauruses. You need to have a comfy home. They need to be able to go home, eat food, relax, be in the comfort. And you know what? It's not much. They don't need like all this fancy stuff, but their home is very important to them. That they need to feel stable with that partner. But I've also seen Taurus women who were super desperate and they were paying the bills. I ain't never met a broke Taurus. I remember this Taurus girl I used to hang out with. Her and I would be unemployed together. This chick will quit 6 jobs in less than 6 months, and they were good jobs. So she was working for Carol's daughter one time, which is a big beauty company. She ended up at Revlon. Then she quit that job, and then she ended up at Verizon, and she quit that job. I said, well, damn. They know how to manifest money. They know how to manifest job. They know how to manifest a partner who got money. Now she works for Delta. I was just like, how is this girl getting all these jobs? They know how to hustle. They know how to get that money, and that's important to them. If they don't have that stability and comfort, they can be a little bit conformist, kind of like the Capricorns. So I could see like a Taurus going, well, if I gotta get just to get a job or keep my job, then I will. There was a friend of mine who was interested in dating me. He's just like, why you don't got a job with the city or the government? Like everything's about the city and the government. So you're going to find a lot of Tauruses who probably work in like government or city jobs, stuff like that, because that's stability. They're the ones who's like, yeah, I need that 401k. I need that SSI check. Like this is important to Tauruses. Every time I talk to a Taurus, they bring up money. They don't even know what you're doing. They don't even know what you're doing. They just assume you ain't making enough money. Okay. They need to also see the fruits of labor. And I think they think everybody thinks like this, because every time I see a Taurus, they're like, oh, Ange, what you doing? You know what? You should work here. You should do that. They don't even know I could be a millionaire. But Taurus is always looking to give people financial advice. Stability is important to them. You don't seem stable to them. I remember every time I saw a guy who liked me, he would say, "Oh, what job you got now?" And I would tell him. He'll be like, Next time he see me, "Where you work at now? Where you work at now?" And he just kept going, kept going, kept going. Now he's dating an actress. He's an actor. They need to feel secure. They need to feel like, I'm not gonna be taking care of this person. They need like your money to match their money. It's like, it's about money. I really could see a Taurus marrying somebody for the money, for the stability. Yeah, they worry about being poor. Yep. I love that they don't accept BS, and yeah, they look very older. They do. They just look older. Taurus, the energy is just older. You just end up feeling like they're like the dad and mom, you know? I like Taurus men. Um, Unfortunately, I was in a 6 year narcissistic abusive relationship with a Taurus. And I'm not gonna blame his sign, but he used to use that against me. He used to say, "Well, you know what? I'm not going to marry you because you don't make enough money." And he was a chemist, so he was basically a scientist. So he made good money. He will say, "Well, until you start making good money, I'm not going to marry you." That narcissist was never going to marry me anyway, but definitely they need stability or they won't F with you. Um, but I don't know. I never really feel like now I don't find myself attracted to Tauruses for some reason. They're around me, but I just haven't been attracted enough to a Taurus to want to settle down with them anyway. I think because I don't want a person to just date me for like the stability and the comfort. You know what I'm trying to say? I don't like that. And I think I told the story about the psychologist who basically was trying to make it seem like I only wanted to be her friend because of money. And then now when I don't take any money from her, it's still a problem. So everything's about money with them. Everything's about stability and money, everything. So if you can't deal with that, then you're not going to have a good friendship with them. My friend before he died, he was 21 years old. He had a sports car. He already enlisted in the army. He had his own place. He just had finished school. Like, he always had more. Like, we were like working like little kid jobs. He already had established. I'm sorry, I'm drinking water now. Because that's what I think about Tauruses. Are they husband and wife material? Don't get me wrong, they could cheat. Um, I think the Taurus women have high sex drives. The Taurus men do have high sex drives too. They like variety. They like women. Um, I think, yeah, they are good to marry, but you gotta watch them too because they will cheat. They will definitely cheat. I had a couple of Tauruses. They already had wives and women, and they try to cheat with me. So, yeah, they would, but they're not leaving their woman. They're not leaving their man. That's how they are. Mm-mm. They like to indulge. Yep. Okay. Oh yes, that's what I do like about Tauruses. So whenever I want to go out to eat and I want to try like a nice restaurant, I call a Taurus friend. Ooh, they love to spend money on food, guys. I'll go to like the spa with Tauruses. You could shop with a Taurus. These are definitely people who like to have a luxury lifestyle. So that I do like about them. Um, so whenever I want to try something, I want them, I want to be, I'm no broke person. I definitely will call up a Taurus friend to have dinner, go to the spa with them. They know fine things. Like the psychologist friend that I had, she has a beautiful house, nice car. Even their house is decorated nicely. So they do like that. But they could be a little judgy, like the Taurus women could be kind of judgy. Okay. Listen, anything I'm saying is nothing personally against you. This is my view and my experience. I don't even know y'all personally, so don't take it, any kind of way, whatever I say in this, video. But I noticed that they could be very judgy, and that's something like you'll feel a little, how can I say, you'll feel a little judged around them. Like with I would say with fire signs, you could tell a fire sign, you could be like, yeah, I killed somebody. But if you tell like a Taurus, I killed somebody, you'd be like, what? Oh my goodness. Like in Taurus women faces, I lost connection, guys, for a second. You said you slept with a Taurus man before. The sex was crazy. I think you mean it was good. Cause I know, yeah. I mean, yeah. It's pretty good. They are definitely the best. You know what? They bedroom bully, and you never see it coming. This Mercury retrograde got my Wi-Fi acting crazy, guys. So if I disappear on you, I'm so sorry, but I'm sure it will reconnect. The sex was amazing. He was such a gentleman in real life, but the bedroom bully, yeah, yes, they. Let me tell you, I dated this one of my best relationships with a Taurus guy, and okay, so we met. How did we meet? We met at work. I was like doing seasonal at Macy's years ago, and that's how we met. He had on Prada shoes. I'll never forget when Prada shoes were like really major, and he had on Prada shoes, and I don't know, I must have had on some nice shoes, and he was like, I like your shoes. I said, well, no, I like your shoes. So we started talking, and he would take me on dates. He would bring me flowers. Every Sunday was like date night for us. So after a while, I didn't work at Macy's anymore. I left and went to another job. When I was going to another job, he would always give me money to get to work, Metro cards, money for lunch. He was just so sweet, guys. He would go to museums. He took me to meet his mom. I was mad at that. I was like, why are you taking me to meet your mom? I'm not ready. He was like, no, you coming to meet my mother. He took me to meet his mom. And we waited. I think we waited like maybe 5 months to have sex, guys. And when we did, let me get this water. Let me tell you something. I was just like, what is going on? I was like, wait, I got to take a break because this is too much. I'm trying not to be graphic, but Taurus and Aries, they will run you around like it's a damn marathon. Okay. All right. It was like the bed, the dresser, the chair, the floor. I was like, whoa, 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 whoa. Oh my gosh. I could barely walk out of that room when it was over. And it was like me being big had nothing. He did not care. He was like, do this, do that, do that. I was like, whoa, what the hell? So yeah, Taurus, yes, they are. And you would never think that about them because Taurus, they would just sit back and they just sexy and they watch you and they got this little quiet thug energy to them. You never think that about them. They could come off a little corny sometimes and you just like, I could handle him. I could handle her. No, I'm telling you. All right. Watch out for them Tauruses, okay? Oh my goodness. This thing keep going in and out. You said I was shocked and his package is huge. Girl, you trying to get me knocked off of live with all of this, okay? But yes, Tauruses, I'm not bisexual, but from what I heard, the Taurus women, they know what they're doing in the bedroom. They have a high sex drive too. I had a couple of Taurus friends before, female friends, and they was pretty loose. They got down. They didn't take long to give it up either. So yeah, I've heard good things about Taurus women as well. To Gemini. Who's a Gemini in here? I know I got some Geminis in here. I attract Geminis. Can't get rid of y'all. I'm not gonna lie. I don't want to meet another damn Gemini for like at least, I'm gonna say I need about a good 3-year break. I don't want to meet. Yeah, I don't want to meet no more Gemini, especially Gemini women, until I'm probably about 41. Get away from me. Okay? Get away from me. Oh my gosh. I don't want to meet any more Virgos or any more Geminis, okay? Y'all can stay on my channel, but we can't be friends. If I have one more crazy ass experience with a Gemini woman, why do Gemini women like me? Please tell me, why would a Gemini woman want to be friends with a Leo woman? What is that? What is that? Get away from me. I just keep losing reception, but bear with me, guys. I have too many crazy stories about Gemini women. I'm even going through something right now where I feel like I don't think this friendship is going to last. I just don't think, I don't understand it. I need to like talk to my ancestors, talk to God, and try to find out, why do I keep attracting Geminis? I probably have maybe 1 or 2 placements in my chart in Gemini, and that's it. So I'm like, why do I keep attracting y'all? What do y'all want with me? We don't mix, okay? So let me tell you my issue with Gemini women, because you know I've been talking about the men in the Zodiac so much. Oh no. I'm not gonna even get into South Node or North Node. Since my best friend is a Leo in real life, we have never argued. It's so weird. Okay. So here's my issue where I feel this is where I think goes wrong with me and Gemini women. Gemini women, y'all are men crazy. Okay? And even if you're gay, you're gonna be woman crazy. You're man crazy. Okay, yes. You know, there's times in each sign where they're like, well, I'm not man crazy. I've been celibate for 10 years. Okay, I'm not talking about you. Majority of Gemini women, y'all are man crazy. Y'all put your man first. You know, when you go somewhere, everything's about a man. Man this, man that, my boo that, my husband that. And that shit is annoying. That's annoying. People get tired of that. You know, when you go out with your girls, you go on vacation with your girls, they don't want to talk about your man the entire time. They don't want to be hanging out having a girls' night and you keep texting a dude, or you keep going outside or going to the bathroom on the phone, calling your man. He's not even thinking about you. He's doing him. Then you want to get on the phone and argue with your man in front of us. Like, I can't do that. I'm like Leos, we know that the man's not going anywhere. We're always going to attract. We're not going to chase him. It is what it is, okay? We're like, my man will be there when I get home, or he'll be there when I get there. I'm having my time, me time. Every time I hang out with a Gemini, everything becomes a competition about men. And they always catch me because y'all so freaking fun. Gemini women are fun. Y'all know how to dress. Y'all got your shit together most of the time. You got a good job, or, you know how to hustle to get money out of men. You like going to nice restaurants. You like to travel. You like doing all the fun stuff. But then the more you hang out with y'all, it's like you start to see the insecurity. You start to see that men and sex is such a huge part of their life. And me as a Leo, I'm not like that. Like, I need to have everything separate. I like to have, my love life, my sex life, my job, my friends. And it's like, y'all just mix all that up and together. You get what I'm trying to say? So imagine if Gemini's focus is love, right? Gemini's focus is love, and then you're hanging out with a Gemini. Imagine a Gemini who don't get that much attention. So I usually attract the insecure Gemini. So then when she gets around me, all her focus is men. All her focus is love. I don't really care about it like that. You know what I'm saying? I care more about like peace, money, vacationing. Like that's more my thing. I feel like, men will always come and go. But when I get around an insecure Gemini, they're looking like, dang, she gets a lot of attention. This guy's looking at her. They're not looking at me. They're not. That's where the problems come in. That's where the jealousy comes in, and the little pettiness, and the little, Gemini, they can be very slick with their words. Okay, they're very good with their words. That's why they're very good artists, like Tupac, Biggie, Lauryn Hill. These people are wordsmiths. Okay, so that's one thing I will say. Geminis are good at music. Geminis are wordsmiths. They know how to cut you with their words. They know how to be petty. So imagine you're innocent. You're being friends with this Gemini. You don't know they're hating on you. You don't know that the love thing is such an important thing for them, right? So if a Gemini is jealous, they're gonna find little slick ways to come at you. You're like, but I thought that was my homegirl. So that's my issue with Gemini women, and why I don't want to meet any more Gemini women for at least a good 3-4 years if I can avoid them. It's almost like how I felt about Virgo men is switching off to Gemini women. The girl I went to Puerto Rico with in the beginning of the year, guys, she was a Gemini. She said something slick on that on that trip, and when I came back, I blocked her on everything. I can't do it. And the drama, y'all like drama. Y'all like that drama shit. Oh, yeah, that's true. They are tricky people. They change their mind too much. Oh, yes. That was another thing with them. Another thing is, because y'all are so flighty, Gemini is a flighty sign. This is why I don't take Gemini men seriously. One day they can seem so into you. The next day you call them, you can't get through to them. You can't. Nope. Probably the only people that the Gemini is going to answer is who they're sexing. Gemini woman. The Gemini man will ghost your behind so fast and then pop up like that happened. Do you know how many Gemini men I had disappear on me? Oh, my other two favorites. I love me some Andre 3000. He's a Gemini. He loved ghosting us in music and then popping out with some music. Prince. You see how he was. These are very complex individuals. They're not easy to get along with like that. Y'all not easy to get along with like that. Fun people. Some of y'all could be very interesting, intelligent, but yeah, I'm good off Gemini for a while. I really am. I can't do it. Sadly, I have this Gemini friend that I'm about to cut off because now she's jealous of me. I said, what the hell I done did now? Now she's jealous of me. It's just weird. I can't do it. And just think they just so slick. They slick with their words. But Leo is good with words too. Leo will put some words on you that will hit your soul. They will hit your soul. Okay, so be very careful with us Leos too. We don't say nothing because Leo's sitting there. We always got time to kind of marinate with it. When we've been thinking it, we've been storing it away, and when we're ready for you, we're ready for you. So, but Gemini are very creative. I love getting in arguments with them because they're intelligent. They dress different, awkward, weird. They are fly. You have fun with them. They could be sexy. Gemini men could be very sexy. I've never had good sex with a Gemini man. Unfortunately, making out, yes. Great kissers. Unfortunately, I just never had good sex with them. I don't really think I just never did. They also have that equal masculinity, femininity thing to them. So if you're looking for somebody who, is a little softer, I would say go with them. What else? They're just fun to be around. I really can't say much about them. They could be users, so be careful. Sorry to say, They could be users. You know, they ain't afraid to ask you for some money. They ain't afraid to take money. You know, Gemini women could definitely have the sugar daddy. They could have a sugar daddy or two. Same thing with, I had Gemini men try to ask me for money, and I was like, I'm not that kind of girl. Ain't gonna work. Nope. Oh, let me see what else. What else? Oh, yes, the Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde thing. So every Gemini has two sides, and you don't know when it's going to come out. You just don't know. You have absolutely no idea when it's going to come out. And you got to be a strong person to deal with that. I don't think I could ever picture myself dating another Gemini. I've had one Gemini boyfriend before, and his dark side was more like a depressive side. So he never like snapped at me or got mean or anything like that. He was always sweet to me, but his downside, his evil twin, so to say, was more like a depressed twin. You never know when their evil twin or their sad twin is gonna come out. So if you're somebody who can't deal with that, I would say don't deal with them. Basically. Um, these people, they will keep in touch with you, but if you're looking for like a deep emotional connection, I can't seem to connect with Gemini, especially Gemini women. Like I can't figure out how they work emotionally. They seem so detached, but then when things happen, they seem like you're not giving them what they want. It's weird. So I'm thinking that we're just acquaintances, but then when they can't get a hold of me, they get like an attitude, or it's weird. I'm just like, I thought we was just cool people. Like, why are you acting like we're best friends? So I really haven't figured out the emotional stability of a Gemini. It's like they seem so detached, but then they want to act like you're so close to them. Why y'all Geminis do that? Like, how do you know when a Gemini is close? Because I haven't figured that part out. I don't get them. I'm thinking now we're just acquaintances, but then like they get jealous of like my other friends. Like, what is it's y'all gonna have to tell me. It's weird. Azealia Banks and Don Trump a Gemini. That right there shuts down the whole live, okay? Kanye. Yeah, I actually like Kanye. Oh, that's true. Gemini is ruled by Mercury. Yeah, I read that already. Yes, they are users. A lot of them are slim men. Yes, Gemini men are slim. My ex is a Gemini. He used to be like really bony, probably like, I don't know, 100 pounds back in the day. Um, yeah, I never like been with a overweight Gemini. A lot of them are very slim. That is very, very true. Um, but Biggie was big. He wasn't. He wasn't. He was probably most overweight Gemini I know about. The emotions come in fast and then they leave. Okay, so that's probably what it is. Because it's like this girl that I'm supposed to be friends with. I'm thinking we just cool. Keep in mind, we never talk on the phone. All we do is like go to Target, we'll go to Burlington shopping, and we'll go to dinner together. I took her out. It took me 3 years to take her out for her birthday. So I finally this year I took out to a nice, like expensive, like, dinner, whatever, Italian restaurant. I bought her a birthday gift. It took me 3 years to do this because I just don't feel close to her. But this year I was like, you know what? Let me do something nice for her. I'll take her out. I felt like we were close, right? I feel like we're more closer now than we were 3 years ago. So when I had cut off my friends that I had went to Puerto Rico with, while we're having dinner for her birthday, she brings those two girls up. She's like, "Oh, are you friends with those girls again?" I'm like, "No, why are you bringing up like my old friends?" "Oh, okay, I just wanted to know, like, what did you see in them like you didn't see like in our friendship?" And I'm like, "Huh? Can you eat your food? What are you talking about?" And it was just so confusing to me. It goes like from 0 to like 1,000. I'm just like, How did we go from us, we don't even talk, to you're acting like we're besties and like I'm betraying you? It's just weird. I can't figure them out. And she's about to get cut off anyway, too, because I can't do I'm about to blow my candle out. This thing about to make me get a sore throat. You ever like light a candle and it's just too sweet? It gives you like a sore throat? Ugh. But yeah, um, I can't figure these Geminis out. I really can't. Fun to be around, but I just can't figure out their mental stability. Oh my gosh. But yeah, that's all I have to say about Geminis. I just can't figure out mental stability out. Fun to be around, very passionate, very entertaining. That's probably why Lauryn Hill's always late for her damn concerts, because she can't figure out if she wants to do the damn concert that night. She probably agrees to it, and then by the time the concert comes up, she's like, damn, I have a concert tonight, and she's 3 hours late. I just cannot. Oh God. Hey Casey. Hi, can you figure out Virgos? A little bit. We're gonna get to Virgo, okay? We're gonna get to Virgo. Who's next? We in the order, that's why. We in the order. You might have to come back for Virgo. Um, okay, Cancer. Any cancers in the building? You see, I'm gonna go through Cancer fast. You know why? Because Cancer, I did a Cancer video on my channel, and guess what, guys? That was the only video I had to cut the comments off on my channel. Do you know these Cancers cried all through the comments, called me fat, ugly, everything? They hate my guts, all this, all because I did a video about Cancers and constructive criticism about them. I thought it was funny, but I had to cut the comments off because I kept getting hate mail from them. It's okay. It's fine. I know who I am. I know I'm not ugly. I know I'm a big girl, and that's fine. It didn't hurt my feelings. I thought it was pretty funny because that's all they really could say. You know, at the end of the day, I feel Cancers cannot take constructive criticism. They just can't. They can. They have to understand that that's what makes you grow. When people tell you about your flaws, things you can work on, how else do you think you're going to grow? I got flaws. I got things that I'm constantly working on. I don't think I'm perfect, even though they think that oh, let me tell you something. The nastiest narcissist in my life was a Cancer, and that was my grandmother. Okay. I lived with a Cancer. Could you imagine? I'm a Leo living with a Scorpio and a Cancer for 13 years. Okay. My grandmother was a Cancer, and let me tell you something. Some of the most meanest, harsh, disgusting, crude things that has ever been said to me in my life was by a Cancer. Definitely. Oh my God. Um, Let me start off light with y'all because y'all are very sensitive, and y'all probably gonna try to flag my video or report it or something. Um, Here's one thing that's weird to me. Do y'all think Cancers are intuitive? I've never met an intuitive Cancer. I keep hearing that Cancers are like psychic. Is that true? Y'all know any psychic Cancers? I have never met a psychic Cancer. They're always very like scaredy cattish um when it comes to like spirituality. My grandmother was scared as shit. Some of you don't know, I'm kind of like a medium, so I can see demons, I can see spirits, dark spirits. I've seen relatives who passed on, not my relatives, but other people's relatives who passed on. I see spirits, like I see all of that. Man, when I used to tell my grandmother, they rejected your message. That's weird. When I used to tell my grandmother I saw a spirit, oh my God. So I'm like, how are they intuitive? So I never met an intuitive. I used to deal with a Cancer dude, And one time we came across a witch, like a dark-sided witch, who did like evil things to people. Okay, we're not talking about a good witch. Okay, and he was so like, oh please, she's not a witch, until some crazy stuff happened to where he started to feel sick after we met her. So I'm like, I've never met an intuitive Cancer, but they say that Cancers are very psychic. So if you are a Cancer and you're in the chat, let me know. Do you have any psychic spiritual gifts? Because I just haven't came across them. I don't know. Maybe they have a high intuition or something. I don't know. So one thing good I will say about Cancers, they know how to make that money too. They know how to manifest money. They know how to get money. They could be very cheap with it. And this is why they're the ones at the end who are going to have that money. They're not going to be splurging like that. You know, even like 50 Cent, the rapper, he's a Cancer, but trust and believe, you know, he didn't even want to pay child support to his baby mom for his son. You know, he didn't even want to do, so that lets you know, like, they're penny pinchers. I never had a Cancer splurge, like buy me nice gifts or anything like that. I've had Cancers like give me old stuff. I had like a Cancer say, oh my gosh, we were out for dinner. I was out having dinner with a Cancer dude, and the bill came up. I think the bill was like maybe $60 or something like that. Do you know he went into split a $60 bill? The waiter looked at me and looked at him and then looked back at me and shook his head. He could not believe it. This dude was like, oh, here's my $25.05. Dude, I'm embarrassing. Embarrassing. Okay, this has happened with me more than one Cancer dude. So you want someone who's going to help you budget. This is the people who, they're probably going to be at a job. I'm sorry, I'm clicking my nails. They're probably going to be at a job, you know, for 30, 40 years. They're going to have the life insurance intact. They're going to pay the bills. You know, things are going to be in order as far as your bills, but don't expect like lavish gifts or anything like that unless they're rich. Unless they're rich. I had a friend who was dating a big time drug dealer who was a Cancer. And I was just like, she was like, oh yeah, I asked him for a Valentino bag. You think she got that Valentino bag? No, she didn't. No, she didn't. He would pay her rent, but he would not get her no Louis Vuitton, no diamonds, no, nothing extra. He will only handle the bills that she needed to survive, but he wouldn't always buy her like the lavish gifts and all that stuff. So yeah, the Cancers are definitely going to pay the bills, make sure the house is in order. You know, I remember my step grandfather got injured on the job, lost his job, and couldn't pay the bills. My grandmother stayed married to him, paid all the bills, paid for all his kids to go to school, and until he died. All right. Look at T.I. and Tiny. She's a Cancer. Sad to say, Cancer women, if you want somebody who's going to go through the mud with you, go through the fire and stay with you, get you a Cancer woman. Get you a Taurus woman. The Taurus might hit you or something like that. They might scream on you, but they most likely will stay with you. But yes, the Cancer women, they will deal with they will. They will. They would take a lot of it. They the type that that's my man, I'ma stick beside him. The same thing with Cancer men. Cancer men need women, you know, or they need their lover. Cancer men, their relationship with their mother impacts them big time. Big time. So if they have a bad relationship with their mom, you're going to feel that. They might take it out on their lovers if they have a bad relationship with their mother. This is, you know, they rule by the moon, so you're going to feel it. Their emotions can be flighty as well. Okay, so my issue with Cancer is that when they're feeling something, they want you to feel it too. So if they're having a bad day, everybody in here is going to have a bad day. I'm knocking all this shit over. That's how they are. Okay, you could wake up, oh, good morning, God is so good. Cancers have, I don't care, God, I don't care if God is good. Something just happened to me on my way to work. That's how they are. I'm sorry. Y'all look in the mirror, Cancers, okay? You gotta look in the mirror. This is how Cancers are. They also dwell on the past. These are people, if they had a bad childhood, whew, I can keep going. I need some water. If they had a bad childhood, you're going to know it. It's going to show. They're going to talk about things. It's 2021. They're going to be talking about something that happened in 1905. Okay. They dwell on the past. They remember everything. Their memory is like a dinosaur, elephant. They are going to remember everything you said. They're the type who's going to be like, oh, you were standing on Peachtree Street. You had on a peach dress with brown shoes. And then you said this to me. They remember details. They remember everything. Okay. What else? I don't think the Cancer women can dress, but the Cancer men, I don't like how they dress. Cancer men, get a stylist. Get a stylist. I do not like how they dress. They can't dress for shit. I'm sorry, they just can't. I don't know any Cancer men who got style. The Cancer women, I like how they dress. They can really put it together. They like classic looking pieces. So I think you'll find Cancer women with like maybe a fur coat on, nice jewelry, and they always just They have that thing about them. They have that luxury thing about them. They could be mean, they nasty at the tongue, but they dress pretty decent. They have good style, they have a good sense of style. But they can be this is Cancer. They could be very slick, okay? So I know a Cancer that they also are master manipulators. Oh, that's what I wanted to say. They are master manipulators. That's the perfect word for them. So I saw this Cancer, she has started a business, right? And she had an eyelash business. And let me tell you, she was like, oh, these are Meek eyelashes. You can wash them. You can use them again. I'm selling them. When I saw them eyelashes, you could tell she ordered a whole bunch of eyelashes from China. Then she took the case of the eyelashes and went to Michael's and got some rhinestones, and she just glued them on around the box. And these people was buying them lashes for $20. I said, this little manipulator bitch. And she made a killing. So be careful. They're very slick. They will definitely sell you doo-doo with diamonds on top. They are hustlers. They are hustlers. Homegirl was selling these little dollar store eyelashes, talking about they mink eyelashes. I said, you gotta be kidding. But I couldn't hate the hustler. I couldn't hate her. I couldn't hate her. I said, damn, I can't have it. See, Leo, we like good quality stuff. So I couldn't do that. Okay? I just couldn't. My grandmother was a business person, and saying she died wealthy. She died owning multiple land properties. Nobody knew. People thought that she was a bum. My grandmother never wore name brand stuff. I remember one day her church was going to Israel. She said, oh yeah, I saved up my SSI check. I'm going to Israel. I said, who just got 10 grand sitting around and go to Israel? She went to Israel. They will lie. They got, telling you, them Cancers, they got money. They hustle people. They got it. She had life insurance policy on everybody in my family. They know. She thought she was sick. She'll say, oh, I'm about to take the bus. Then I walk down the street to see what she's doing. She at the corner flagging down a cab. She don't even want nobody to know that she was getting in taxis. Okay, this is how they are. And she told me, you're just like me. Nobody would ever know if you have money because you don't let nobody know. You look like money, but you act like you poor. And I said, good, I learned it from you. Okay. Speaking of money, if you want to donate to me, if you're loving this chat, you can donate to me. It's in the chat. I'm going to put it in the chat again. If you want to book a conversation with me, you can also do so. All right. Let me see. I'm going to put it in the chat again. Let's see. Hold on a minute. But yes, y'all are right. These people think they are slick. No, they don't think they slick. They are slick. These people are so slick. I think it's in the chat, but it's $. My cash app is $ the light 777. I have Zelle. I have PayPal. I have Venmo. That's Neo Angie 3000 at yahoo.com. If you want to book a conversation with me or if you want to donate to me. All right, let's keep going. They look poor, but they will have money. Yes, I'm telling you, nobody believed it. Everyone thought that my grandmother was so poor. And then when she passed away and they saw that I was still living in the house and they saw that she left me a little something, that's when they was like, all this time your grandmother had more money than my, thank you for the $3, Casey. All this time, because of that, I'm a what you call it? I'm a do Virgo next for you, okay? They did not know my grandmother had money. People was hating. They was like, oh my gosh, all this time your grandmother had more money than my family. I had no idea. You mean to tell me you get to still live in this house? They couldn't even believe it. They couldn't believe it. So that's one thing, even though she was abusive to me, I did learn that from her. Don't let people see your hand. They don't need to see your hand. Okay? Even my mom used to tell me, if you got $1 in your pocket, if you have $100 in your pocket, if you got $1,000, never let nobody know. And that's something I will live by. So thank you to the Cancer. I wouldn't even be a homeowner if it wasn't for the Cancer. Even though she was abusive, she did leave somewhat of a legacy. She did leave inheritance to me where a lot of Black people don't get inheritances. Okay, a lot of my friends, when their parents or their grandparents died, they didn't get anything. So I would definitely say that Cancers, they like stability and they make sure they try to leave something for their children. So I will give y'all credit for that. So y'all don't gotta come too hard at me when y'all watch this video, okay? Oh, and another thing I will say, y'all gonna be like, damn, Angelique, you a hoe. You slept with everybody in the Zodiac? I haven't slept with everybody in the Zodiac, but I've almost slept with everyone in the Zodiac. But I have been intimate with a Cancer dude. And what's crazy is he seems so corny and so nerdy, okay? And we were friends for about 6 years before we touched each other. Okay. It was kind of like you're friends with somebody and then you just can't resist it anymore to the point you're like, you like me? I'm like, yeah, I like you. And we end up, doing it. But I would say this, it was amazing. He can kiss good. He can do everything else good. It was amazing. The only thing, lovemaking with a Cancer is different. Like, they're not aggressive. Like, fire signs, we like that aggression and that passion. Cancers, you're going to feel like you're making love to them. They like things slow. They don't want things raunchy. It's like you're going to feel like they're making love to you. So that's the only thing I will say about him, is that I wish that he would have been a little bit more aggressive, but he wasn't, pretty much. Anybody else ever did a Cancer? Whether it was a man or a woman? He said they really do believe in legacy. My dad was a Cancer. See? Okay, see? I don't think I was that bad on Cancers tonight. I really haven't had a Libra, Leo. I really haven't had a Libra, Leo, Scorpio, Virgo, Sagittarius. Okay, I've been with a couple of those. Thank you for hanging in there with me, guys. I really appreciate it. So Casey gave me $3, so I'm definitely going to do Virgo next. I was going to do Leo next, but I'm going to do Virgo next. Okay, let's see. Give me a second. Oh my goodness. Hold on a minute. Wow. So y'all start talking in the chat. I'm gonna do Virgo next. Do you like Virgos? Do you like Virgo men? Do you like Virgo women? If not, let me know in the chat. What do you do like about Virgos? Put it in the chat. I want to know. Oh God. Leo, Virgo, and Libra are awesome in bed. Virgo men are so sassy. The person that ate it the best. The person that ate it the best was a Cancer. It was a childhood bestie. He came onto me when we got older. Yeah, Cancers are good with their mouth. I would say that. I would definitely say that. I didn't have any complaints in that department with the Cancer that I have been with. I really didn't. That's one thing I will say. What is going on my computer? This shit is annoying. I need a new computer. And this is new. This is pretty new. What's going on with this? So weird. Okay, Virgo. Let me take a sip of water. Virgo. What can I say about Virgo? So for many, many years, I hated Virgo men. And that's, I think, because of my experience with Virgo men and me being a Leo. So I didn't like Virgo men because I felt like when I dated them, they were too critical. And their life would be a mess, but they would try to change me. And I'd be like, wait a minute. How are you trying to tell me about myself when you are all effed up in the game? This is not, I'm not understanding this. So I did not like the Virgos that I was dealing with. They were just so toxic, but yet they was in a worse situation than I was, but they were just so critical of me. And Leo, we work on ego. So when you tell a Leo about themselves all the time, you have to like compliment the Leo and then criticize them. Compliment, criticize. You can't just criticize. And it was just so draining and overwhelming dating these Virgo men that just kept telling me everything was wrong with me. Everything was wrong. Like, you're not doing anything right. It to the point that they don't compliment you anymore. They just criticize you. And they think that they're just building you up and making you better, but they have to understand that it needs to be a balance. Yes, help me be a better person, but what do you like about me? Why are you even dating me if you don't like anything about me? You're criticizing my looks, you're criticizing my sex, you're criticizing my food, you're criticizing my job, you're criticizing my art. Like, why you with me? Why are you with me? And if you're with a Virgo that hates themselves, oh, they're going to chew you apart. They're going to rip you a new hole because it's like a mirror reflection. So Virgo is very critical on themselves. So the more critical a Virgo is to you is the more they hate themselves, the more that they're criticizing themselves. If you're with a healthy Virgo, emotionally healthy Virgo, they're going to help you be a better person, but 24/7, they're not going to be criticizing you and trying to pick you apart. You get what I'm trying to say? Have y'all experienced this with Virgo? I like September Virgo women. August is fake and judgmental. Projection. Oh my God. The Cancer was a soul snatcher. I had to stay away from him. My box was having flashbacks, demonic, how good it was. Yeah, I kept going back and forth with a Cancer, but he just wasn't worth it. He tried to move in with me. That's what happened. That's how it ended with the Cancer. Believe it or not, the Cancer tried to move in my house. I was like, Negro, you must not know a Leo woman. I'm not taking care of no man. Maybe a July Leo woman would, but no August Leo is gonna be sitting around taking care of no man. Nah. He tried to move in with me, girl. It's just like, get your ass out of here. Hell no, you can't live with me. He was living with a Taurus woman who was taking care of, he had a job, but it was her apartment. So he was trying to leave the Taurus woman and come move with me. I said, this Cancer, he out his damn mind. Hell no. He probably was trying to save money. That's what they try to do. They're trying to save money. And then he probably tried to get his own place and then leave both of us. I cut him off so fast. So we master manipulators of Cancers. Well, now we're talking about Virgo. Yes, I deal with a Virgo woman every day. So, oh my gosh, guys, I'm so sorry. I keep losing reception here. But as I was saying, it's in Virgo's nature to want to help. Kind of like with, I don't know why I keep losing reception, guys. Oh my goodness, I keep losing reception. But hopefully y'all are still there, guys. But if it gets cut off again, I'll just jump on my laptop and see if it worked there. But Virgo needs to be needed. So I found that whenever Virgo couldn't fix me, they would create something to fix. So I remember I dated a Virgo. This Virgo made me feel like crap. He was a rapper, I was a poet. He would perform his music, I would perform my poetry. And he would critique. He never told me he was proud of me. He never told me he liked my art. But yet, whenever he would go on stage, he'll get off and be like, "Did you like it? Did you like it? Was I good? Was I good? Tell me I was good." And I'm just like, "Yeah, baby, it was good." So it's like, if I was performing and I got cheered on, he would just be like, quiet. It's just, they need their ego to be stroked too. It's not just the Leo who needs their ego to be stroked, but they always want to fix somebody, and it's just like, you have so much going on. I think also they just keep looking and looking and looking and looking and looking for this perfect partner that doesn't exist. It's like unrealistic standards or unrealistic I just keep losing reception, but I'm gonna keep talking through this. So I think it might have started a new live or something here. I put my donation in the chat, guys. Get me some donations, please, if you can. But yes, I agree with that. People in relationships with Virgos or sadomasochists, I kind of agree with that. Virgos deal with perfection issues. They do, and I think they have to be very careful with that, and they need to be realistic, because I think that's why a lot of them end up being single, like very late on in life. The last guy I dated, it's like, what are you looking for? You're not even perfect, dude. What are you looking for? He even before me, he met amazing women. I'm an amazing woman. What are you looking for? Do you know what you were looking for? So I think that instead of trying to fix or look for this perfect person, they need to just put all that energy on themselves. Work on yourself. That's it. Don't try to change your partner. Don't try to build this perfect mate. You get what I'm trying to say? So I never feel good enough. I never feel good enough with a Virgo. There's always something with them, and I believe it or not, I think they are better off single. I just do. I just think it's better, especially the men, especially Virgo men. I think it's better for Virgo men to be single. I do think so. Sad to say, but I learn a lot from Virgos. I think most Virgos are very intelligent. They're very driven. They're determined. My first love was a Virgo, but he was a bum Virgo. He did not want to work. He didn't want to do anything. All he wanted to do was like sell drugs. Okay, unfortunately, and believe it or not, we grew up in church together. He turned out to be a mess. But even then, he cheated on me. And he was just like, "Oh, I love you, but the other girl I cheat with, there's something about her." And, like, yo, you and her putting one. Yeah, he was a big weed head, big alcoholic, and big weed head. He would say how he wish he could put his side chick and me into one. We're like the perfect woman. It was terrible. Okay. They usually do not know what they want. I think he is about 40 now. He has a girlfriend, but he never had any children. The last guy I dated, he's 33. He doesn't have any children. He doesn't seem like he says he wants marriage, but then it's just like, you had the perfect woman in front of you. Why didn't you just marry me? So it's like they just don't know. So whenever I see a Virgo married, going, oh my gosh, oh my goodness, you're the perfect human. How did you get them to marry you? I used to have a mentor in church growing up, and he was a Virgo. For many years, I didn't even know he was a Virgo. This is probably like before like I was into astrology. And I remember him talking about how he knew his wife was his wife. And guess what his wife is? A Leo. And they've been together for like 35 years. I was actually in their wedding. I was in their wedding. No, can't be 35 years. I think it's about 30 years because I was probably about 7 or 8 when I was in their wedding. Yeah, I was their flower girl in their wedding, and they're still together for 30 years. And he said to me he saw his wife from behind. So I'm just letting y'all know this is what this Virgo man told me. He said he walked into church and he saw his wife was about to go up to the pulpit to do announcements that morning in church, and he saw the back of her head and he knew she was the perfect woman for him, and he approached her after church, and that was it. And I was just like, that's it. So he is an accountant and she is a teacher. So I don't know. I guess he saw something so perfect. I don't know what these fucking Virgos are looking for, but they're not looking for me. They're not looking for me. They're not looking for me. Okay, I have absolutely no idea what the fuck they want. Virgo women. My advice to Virgo women, keep your legs closed. Virgo women, woo. I got 2-3 holes down there. How are y'all doing it? How are y'all taking all this buddy? How are y'all taking all? I don't get it. I don't get it. Yes, they are like, oh my goodness, they're like the ex-sex addicts on the low. What is up with y'all? Oh my goodness. Even Jada Pinkett, who's a Virgo, yes, Corinne Steffens is a Virgo. Superhead is a Virgo. Jada Pinkett Smith admitted that she was a sex addict at one point, but not you. Okay. Maybe there's something else in your chart cooling you down. Sad to say, all my friends who are Virgos, Virgo women, are baby mamas. There's nothing wrong with being a baby mama, but they became baby mamas not because they wanted to be. They became baby mothers because of their high sex drive and making bad choices in who they had sex with. And I have one friend, hopefully she never sees this video. She has 2 kids by 2 married men. Beautiful children. She's an amazing mom. But y'all have to be very careful with how y'all are sexually. When I'm around a Virgo woman, and Virgo men and Virgo women are very different, okay? So when I'm around a Virgo man, I know they say there's Virgo men out there who have high sex drives. I never had one. I just don't match sexually. It's weird. The Virgo men will have a lot of sex, but is it really good? I never had good sex with a Virgo. Oops, I wasn't supposed to say that. I'm sorry. I wasn't supposed to say that. I wasn't supposed to say that. Ooh, hopefully the man I love never sees this video. I'm not that we didn't have good sex, but the sex drive is so low. I can't explain it. I'm a Leo, so maybe the Leo and Virgo don't connect in the bedroom, but it's just so low. Okay. It's just like it does have that virgin energy. And they think too much during sex. You can literally see like the Virgo man trying to think, oh, I wonder, does she like this? Should I do this? It's like, just do it and be in the motion. You thinking too much, and that makes sex, they have like this uncomfortable energy to them. Like, I'll be around a Virgo man, I literally have to say, calm down. You need me to rub your back, relax. their energy is so thick and heavy. It's just like you're too worried and you're making me uncomfortable. It's like, if you're a Virgo, please go to yoga. Please meditate. Please do some boxing. Do something to get that stagnant energy out. Dance. Do something. Like, their energy sometimes just be so dry and uptight that you're like, do they even like me? What's wrong with you? Like, relax, you know? So I don't like that weird energy with them. It took me a while to kind of like get comfortable with the guy, I love or whatever, because he was just so uptight. I'm like, chill, dude, chill, But yeah, I'm sorry. I gotta keep it real. I never had like really amazing sex with a Virgo. They're just too nervous. The energy's too nervous. They're trying to be perfect. That it's not super enjoyable, okay? But the Virgo women gets it popping, okay? They got a lot of hotel stories. They got a lot of whole stories. They have a super, if you're looking for a woman in the Zodiac who has a high sex drive, go holler at a Virgo woman. She's going to look cute. She's going to look professional. My Virgo female friends, they know how to dress. Okay, honey, they know how to dress. Their kids is dressing nice. They're dressing nice. They smell good. They look good. Their house is decorated nice. They know how to hold down the job. Some of them know how to cook. They know how to keep a home. But a lot of them can't keep a man, unfortunately, guys. A lot of them can't keep a man. And you'd be like, damn, they cool, they look good, but a lot of them can't keep a man. They can't. It's like they throw men out in the beginning, like the younger years, and then when they're ready to settle down, it's kind of like nobody's really checking for them because they just had that fuck them, throw them out, fuck them, throw them out, type of energy for so long that they really, yeah, it's bad. It's bad. It's bad. So yeah, if you are a Virgo woman and you're young and you're watching this, calm down, simmer down, get a boyfriend, and hump on him all the time, or get a husband. But it's just like that energy of, eat up the man, be a man eater and then throw him out. It kind of doesn't work out for you when you get older. You can't do that forever. I mean, you can, but when it's time for you to want to look for something serious, they get bad, like the bad pick of the litter type of thing. I noticed that. So most of my female friends who are single mothers are Libras, Scorpios, and Virgo. That's something I noticed. That's why they are on drugs or drinking to fix anxiety. This is true. Bad pick of men. Yes, you'd be like, what is going on? Yeah, Virgos get caught up with bad men. That's why it's really disappointing to see Jada. I don't think Will Smith kind of wanted that open marriage situation. I think Jada Pickett wanted that, but I think she should have stayed single. She had no business getting married. She's someone who should have stayed single. I think Will wanted a serious monogamous relationship, but that's what she wanted. He loved her and stuff like that. She let him walk. She walked all over Will. He allowed it. He allowed it because, Libra men could be sucker for the woman they love. They don't fall often, but when they do, they fall hard. She was probably his karma. He dissed a lot of women in his time, and then he finally got a woman that he really wanted, and his first marriage didn't work out, so he really wanted this marriage to work out. He had 2 kids with her, so he's willing to just, okay, if you wanted me to share other people, but I bet you if she would have said, okay, Will, let it just be me and you, Will would stop sleeping with them other women. He would be what he would be about Jada. But I think he's tired of her ass now. She's 50 years old. He's tired of her ass. The freakiest woman I ever been with was with Virgo. I believe it. I believe it, yo. My didn't I tell y'all for my birthday, this girl try to sleep with me on my birthday, guys. I'm not bisexual. I invited her to my birthday dinner, And afterwards, I was like, well, I ain't got a booty call. You want to come back to my hotel and hang out with me? I got champagne. I have a terrace. Let's like, sit out there. She smokes cigars, so you can smoke a cigar. We can chill. Guys, she tried to sleep with me. And do you know? See, she was bisexual. A lot of them probably bisexual. Child, this girl tried to sleep with me. Okay, she was trying to give me the cakes. Very pretty girl. I'm just not into women. Okay, I love me some men. All right, so yes, Virgo women are freaks, and I think Jada Pinkett is a bisexual too. Will wanted her and her mom wanted her to be married. Yes, that is very true. I remember what her mom said. She said, "He's Will Smith, Jada. Like, you're married to Will Smith." And I don't even think Will Smith realized, Negro, you Will Smith. You let Jada run over you? You Will. Like, Will makes Jada look good. Jada, yes, she is an amazing actress, but Jada compared to me, Will is an A-lister. Jada, it will be like a B or C actress. I'm sorry. Like, you should be lucky to be with Will Smith. Like, he is her brand. I even heard Tasha K say it, like, how could you do that? But yeah, Virgos, they are freaks. This Virgo chick tried to sleep with me. They could be very emotional. They can be they can be toxic. They can. You got to be very careful with these Virgo women because they could be, when they're in a low vibrational state, they can be big time vampire, energy vampires. Okay, so they like to, I heard my girl, Rabina Rastaban, go to her channel. If you don't know who she is the bomb. Rabina Rastaban, okay? Let me see if I can write it in the chat. I don't even know. I don't want to spell her name wrong. I think that's how you spell it. Yeah, so check her out. Go to her channel. She is the bomb. If you need your chart reading, she is good at that. Okay. She be on her lives for hours. But anyway, so what part was I up to? But yeah, Virgo women could be energy vampires. They like to trauma bond. So yes, Rabina brung this up, and this is so freaking true. And this is why I run from a lot of Virgo women. I don't like to hang out with them too much because they can be complainers and they can use social media for attention. They like, I know a couple of Virgo women, they'll go online and I saw one of them. She was like, "Oh, my baby father won't give me no food for my children. My son said to me, 'Mommy, I just want waffles.'" And I said, "Girl, what?" I'm like, think Aaliyah wouldn't do this. Aaliyah would not do this. Aaliyah got too much pride. Aaliyah will be sleeping on a mattress, on the floor with a jug of water, and you will never know. But yes, Virgo, they will go on social media to vent and to get that attention, to be an energy vampire. So, you'll see a lot of sob stories or, slick dissing or subliminal messages and quotes and stuff like that coming from them. But yeah, they like to trauma bond. So be very careful with that, with them, especially the women. They're like, "Oh, you got molested? Yeah, me too. I got molested. Yeah, you was raped. Yeah, I was raped too." Like, you don't know. Stop trauma bonding, Virgo. Stop it. Stop trauma bonding. But going back to the Virgo men, you gotta be careful with the Virgo man, because a Virgo man will have you thinking like you his only girl. Okay? They know how to juggle women. So they'll be dealing with you and somebody else, and you thinking you wifey when he got another wifey across town. I've been there. That's why I had to let go of my last one, because I swear to you, I know he got somebody else out there. I ain't stupid. You know what I'm saying? You got to be very careful with them. And the Virgo man will give you money. They will have a kid with you and you thinking that y'all a family. Y'all not married, okay? A Virgo man will stay with a woman for 15, 20, 30 years and never marry her. I don't know what that's about. I don't know. They scared of commitment. I am not sure. I don't know. I have no idea. I know a Virgo right now. He's been with his girl for 20 years, 2 kids, and he just married her after 20 years. And before the wedding, a month before his wedding, he came to me talking about, I want you to be my side woman and I'm willing to pay for it. What? What? I said, I'm sorry, sir. No, I'm too big to be a side chick. No, 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 no. I'm too old and you cool, but no, no, no. He's like, any little bills you got, I'll pay for it. Like, I want you in my life. She's been in my life for 20 years, so she's not going anywhere, but I want you too, and I'm willing to pay for you. What? So yes, they are like that. You got to be very careful. They treat you so nice. I'm not even sleeping with my ex and I get the gifts, I get the money, I get the faith still. And they do that just to make they think they slick. They want to keep you around in their life. You don't even know what you're really getting what they're getting from you. But if they feel you're valuable, they will pay for you. Okay. Whether it's quality time, favors, gifts, money. If a Virgo man ain't spending no money on you, he don't like you. He don't like you. A Virgo man likes you. You're gonna feel like your wifey. You're gonna feel like your wifey. Okay. Them bringing you around their family, that don't mean shit. That don't mean nothing. I've been number one with a Virgo man before, and his family was like, "Look, them other girls don't matter. We know you wifey." So this is how they are. I don't know if they have a fair commitment or something like that. I have absolutely no idea what it is, but I ain't trying to stick around and find out. My Virgo, he'll probably most likely lose me. He's gonna probably just watch me on social media, marry someone else. I don't know. Maybe I'll end up with a Pisces or a Taurus or Aries or something like that. But yeah, they will definitely play games and they will string you along for years. A friend of mine, she is so broken. She's trying to get rid of a Virgo that she's been sleeping with. He's given her like thousands of dollars, thousands. Okay. And this is what confuses her. She was like, I don't understand how this man will come in me and give me thousands of dollars, but he just won't commit to me. He won't commit to her. So be careful. Be careful with these Virgo men, okay? They got that daddy energy. They take care of you. They got that zaddy energy, okay? And they will have you messed up in the head, okay? So be careful with them. They're very sneaky, and they got them little beady, sexy eyes that that just traps you, okay? Look at Nas. Look how Khalees got caught up with Nas. Nas the rapper. He ain't all that, but he's handsome. But they got that zaddy energy. Look at Idris Elba. He's a Virgo. Man, I had enough with these Virgos. They will cheat and take it to the grave. Okay, Pisces is Virgo opposite. So when they in the dark side, they are emotionally manipulative. Oh yeah. Oh yes. That's another thing. Just like the Cancer, the Virgo is manipulative too. If they smarter than you, they will definitely get over on you. So many times I've caught him trying to manipulate me, and I said, "You're not smart. I know what you're doing. Don't play with me." And he'll just he'll just laugh. Like one day, because I do counseling. I don't know if you know that, but I do counseling, for narcissistic abuse. So people, book with me for phone sessions, right? So I was having a conversation with the Virgo, and he said, "Do you think you need a psychiatrist?" I said, "No, it's between me and you. You need a psychiatrist." I said, "I did my healing work." I said, "If I was to get a psychiatrist, it would be just so I can talk to somebody but not for healing work. You need to be healed. He said, but you are a therapist. I said, yeah, I am a therapist. He's like, yeah, I've been using you for free sessions for a whole year. I said, well, it ain't working because guess what? You still not healed. I said, so you didn't use me. You didn't do the work. So you're still broken. So be careful with them. If they feel that you are of use to them, they will use you. But the joke's on him because he's still broken. He didn't do the healing work. People don't understand that you can't just talk to somebody and get advice. You have to do the work. A therapist tells you different exercises to do that you have to let this pain go, things you have to do. You can't just go and talk to someone and say, yeah, I'm seeing a therapist. It does not work like that. So yes, they are very manipulative, and that's one of the reasons why I backed up out of there, because I was just like, I can feel the energy of he's trying to hold on to someone else and he's trying to hold on to me. But Angelique is going to do what she wants to do and move on, basically. But I'm a Leo and I'm going to still take that money and them gifts too, okay? In the meantime, till my husband is revealed. But yes, guys, Virgo, Virgo women are freaks. I think they're more freakier than the Virgo men. I'm not going to say the sex is bad with a Virgo, but it's just basic. It's just basic, and it's not like enough. Like, it's just, to me, a Virgo could be like, yeah, I got a headache tonight, babe. You know how like you see those commercials with a woman, the husband is like, oh, can we sleep together? And then the wife goes, I'm sorry, babe, excuse me, I got a headache tonight. Hey, how you doing? Yeah, I would say that is so true. We're talking about Virgos now. Zuina, I think that's your name. Yes, Virgos, they got a heavy narcissistic energy. Yes, they do. They really, really do. A young Virgo woman is freaky, not so much older. They mellow out. Okay, okay. So you're a Virgo, Casey? And are you older or are you younger? Were you a freak when you were young? Oh my God. I'm so mad my boy Indigo is not up and he's not in this chat right now. Yes, you're over 40. Okay, that makes sense. Yes, yes, yes. I was more wild in my 20s too. So I'm not gonna sit there and say I didn't have my whole phase. I definitely had my whole phase. Okay, I think that's it about Virgo. So now we're gonna get to my sign. Leo. I know my Leos probably left the chat already. We're gonna talk about Leos now. You said I'm in a better place as I'm getting older. Yes. Okay, I know. Me too. I'm the same too. So we did Virgo, we did Gemini, we did Taurus. Oh my God, we have a lot more to go. Y'all gonna have me up. Oh my God, it's 3:30 in the morning. Oh shoot. Okay. Leo. Do y'all like Leos? Do you like Leo women? Do you like Leo men? I want to hear it. I don't even care. I like the criticism. I want to hear it. Talk your shit. I want to hear that you don't like Leos. I like to know what I can work on. So y'all could tell me what I could work on. What don't you like about Leo men? What don't you like about Leo women? Or what you like about us? Tell me. I want to hear it. Because I might be a little more harsh because this is my sign. And any Leos in the chat, yep, they probably left already. They probably went bye-bye because I've been on for what, about 2.5 hours or so. Hopefully my live saved. I'm not sure because it's saying 46 minutes up there, so it might have started over. But yeah, if anybody wants to donate to me, I've been on here for 2.5 hours. Please do. Cash App, $ the light 777. It's in the comment section. Zelle and PayPal, neoangie3000 at yahoo.com. If you want to book a phone session, you can. $15 for 30 minutes, $30 for 1 hour. After you make your payment, you email me at neoangie3000 at yahoo.com to book the time that you want to talk with me. All right, we could talk about narcissism, zodiac. We could talk about spiritual experiences, anything you want to talk about, as long as it's kosher. All right, let's see. And I also got super chat too. The Leo women are promiscuous on the low. I was shocked. Okay, I'm gonna get to that. I'm definitely gonna get to that. All right, the Leo woman I was with was very sneaky on the low. Sneaky how? How is she sneaky? Tell me, I want to know. How is she sneaky? So I'm going to confirm all of this. Okay. Yes, Leo women, a lot of Leo women can be promiscuous. I will agree with that. Was I promiscuous when I was younger? So I'm 38 years old now. Was I promiscuous when I was younger? I'm not going to say promiscuous. I'm going to say I was easy. Okay. I was young and I was easy. So it wasn't hard to convince me. So if you happen to come across a young Leo who doesn't have self-love, self-awareness, yeah, and a high sex drive, Leo women have high sex drives. We have high sex drives. It's not until that Leo woman comes into her spirituality, comes into her what her elevated side is when she calms down. Do I have a high sex drive? I do, but I have been celibate for most of my 30s, believe it or not. I don't normally tell people that, but I haven't had much sex in my 30s. I'm 38 now, probably maybe 3 or 4 years out of my 30s, I have been celibate, okay? Or like would have sex once that year. You know what I'm saying? And that's because I went from religion to spirituality, and I realized that my life was being flipped upside down by having sex with the wrong men. So I would say yes, Leo women will give their body to the wrong men in the beginning of their life. They definitely know what they like sexually. They don't play that. We know what we like sexually. We don't like no 1 minute man. We hate that. That will anger us. You have to understand, really look at the lioness. She's the hunter. She's the one that goes kills. It says, sounds like Virgo women. It's true. It's possible. But I feel like, the Leo woman is the hunter. So a Leo woman comes off feminine, but she comes off masculine as well. So she looks feminine, but a lot of men are intimidated by her hunting for that D. Hey, it's true. Yes. So I don't, when I was younger, I would approach a dude. I would approach a dude. I would inbox a dude. I would let a man know I wanted him. It just is what it is. I would do that. I would chase a guy in the sense of, I would, what is the word? I don't know how to say this. Pursue. I would pursue a dude. When I was younger, I would pursue a dude. If I saw a guy and I want him, if a Leo wants it, once you're gonna know. She will bat her eyes, just kind of like she would just like, kind of be all over you. She would do that. She'll flick her hair. We'll do all of that. We'll just, we'll do what we have to do to get your attention. We'll just and look over at you. We'll do what we have to do to get your attention. So I did all of that. I played all of that. I would say I've had every man I wanted besides the celebrities. Any man that I had wanted to sleep with, I slept with them. That was just what it was. You know what I'm saying? Don't worry, I'm not in no hundreds and 50s and stuff like that. Nothing like that. But I do know Leo women who are in the hundreds when it comes to partners, who are in the 50s when it comes to partners. I would say Leos can come off as sophisticated whores. Sophisticated whores. We if we did live that whole lifestyle, we definitely did it on the low. A Leo would do her dirt on the low. She might not even tell her friend that she slept with that individual. She'll keep it to herself. She might even lie and say, please, he didn't have me. We're definitely one of those types that if you were whack in the bedroom, you don't count. You do not count. If you were whack in the bedroom, you do not count. Okay? So definitely, yes, they embrace their sexuality. Definitely, Leos always gave something with their hair. It's either big hair or style. Yes, as you know, I'm always switching up my style. I always have something different. I've had people say like, lame dudes, are you bipolar? I'm not bipolar. First of all, I'm a hairstylist. And on top of that, I'm a spiritual woman, and a spiritual woman at times has to cover her hair. So a lot of times, I cover my hair with wigs and styles and stuff like that for a reason. Head wraps, things like that. And I don't see anything wrong with it. The Leo expresses herself through her hair. Okay. Leo man is very different from the Leo woman. A Leo man's almost like a child. He needs to be cared for. His ego needs to be stroked. A Leo woman is more independent than a Leo man. Yes, the Leo man can go out and he can make the money, but there's nothing like a Leo. There's nothing like a Leo woman. Her independence, her hustle, her hunting is no comparison. So watch the Lion. That is exactly how a Leo man is. Look at Obama and Michelle Obama. She's the Capricorn. I really think he made it to presidency, and he admitted it, that is because she pushed him. He had a Capricorn that was pushing him. I'm sure he was extremely lazy at some points where she had to push him into doing what he had to do. I'm sure she wrote some of his speeches. Okay. So the Leo man, especially if he's low vibrational, he will live off a woman. He will. I'm sorry. He will. Yes, I actually dated a Leo man before, and he chose a Sagittarius woman over me because a Sagittarius woman moved him in her apartment and let him drive her car, and he was working at Burlington Coat Factory. You hear me, guys? Okay. I wasn't about to let him do that. Then when he found out I inherited a house, he tried to leave his Sagittarius wife and come back to me. So be careful with these Leo men. A lot of them have nice bodies. They got the six pack. Some of them could be short, but they got nice body, they got nice hair. They're pretty boys a lot of times. Even if they thugging it, they got something pretty about them. They got a pretty boy swag to them. They got ladies man swag to them. There's something alluring about them. They have that model type. Okay, so be careful with these Leo men. I didn't enjoy sex with a Leo man. Nope, I didn't. Lazy in the bedroom. Has anybody else did sex with a Leo? Leos win with their, what's that word? Congeniality. Capricorn or coaches. Hair is the crown and glory. The lion in its mane. Very, very true. Sounds like Leo men can be feminine. I never had a Leo. Yes. So the Leo woman is more masculine and the Leo man is more feminine or childish. They're just very childish to me. But they are very protective. Oh my goodness. After me and that guy didn't work out, after he married the Sagittarius woman, he and I still stayed friends for a while, but then I felt uncomfortable being friends with this married dude that I dated, and he wouldn't tell his wife that we dated. So if a Leo man is marrying you or dating you, I'm letting you know he holds on to his exes. He holds on to his exes because, so if he's unhappy with you, go through his phone. If you're having issues with your Leo husband or Leo boyfriend or baby daddy, go through his phone, okay? Leo men will plot. They find your replacement before they leave you. They're not going to leave their woman and not have another woman to go to, okay? So while they're married to you, they are plotting. So that way, when they're ready to go, they have another warm bed to go to. They don't like being single. They can be single, but they prefer to be with a woman. Okay, they prefer to be in relationships. If they're not in relationships, trust and believe a Leo is dealing with somebody. He is never single. Okay. My birthday twin is Nipsey Hussle. R.I.P. to Nipsey Hussle. He dated Lauren London. And I like their love. I like that she was a Sagittarius. I liked their love, but I don't know. Sometimes I felt like he wasn't as into her as she was into him, basically. But Leo doesn't have to work hard for attention. They don't have to work hard for a lot of positions in life. That is their gift. Leo, we're very creative. We know how to dress. People listen to us when we speak. Hence why Obama, is a Leo, and he could just walk in a room and people would applaud him like he was Michael Jackson. Okay. And we use that to our advantage to get in life. So you see how I talk on YouTube and I don't say much. I have such a very low sub count, but yet I'm able to make money on YouTube still. I'm able to book sessions, you know what I'm saying? So when there's people who have 20K and they can't get bookings or they don't get donations, you get it? So a Leo can have such a small business and still be surviving. Leos also are very good entrepreneurs. We're very, very good entrepreneurs, whether it's selling drugs or selling t-shirts, okay? So that's one thing about them. They know how to get the money, but we can be lazy. Sometimes we need a partner who's going to motivate us. So I have my lazy moments where people are like, oh my gosh, you're so great. You know how to write. You know how to this. You know how to speak. Why aren't you doing more? We need rest, okay? Leo sometimes is sleep. What's that? Rabina said, Leos be in the what? What the hell is that? Be in the who? Did you spell that right? I don't know. So, yeah, a Leo can be a little lazy. That is one thing I'll say. We could be making millions, but because we aren't putting our best foot forward, then we lack. You get it? You said, oh, multi-level marketing. That's what we put MLM. Yeah, it's true. Yeah. So no matter what a Leo touches, so I do hair, I sell t-shirts, I do, conversations, therapy. I got a Poshmark, it's like there's always some type of place where my money can come in. You get it? For a long time, I did home health aid work. I did, child care. It's like there's so many ranges. I did customer service. I did retail. It's so many different ranges, and we're just good with working with people. Okay, so if you do, one thing I will say, if you do marry a Leo, or you marry a Leo, woman or man, they know how to hustle. They'll go sell hubcaps on the side of the road to make ends meet, to pay the bills in the house. that's definitely something that they will do. Okay, so you will survive with a Leo. That's one thing I will say, especially a Leo woman. Hi, you're in Thailand. Oh yeah. Hey, travel bug. I know who you are, and you're Aries. Well, you missed Aries. You're gonna have to do the playback for Aries. We already covered Aries. Um, what else? What else do y'all want to know? Do y'all want to know anything about Leos? I think I covered Leos. One thing that is weird about Leos, I would say like Leos, so we're ruled by the sun, and we rule the heart, right? So we think first with our heart. And because of this, it takes a Leo a long time. We get dogged out, guys. We get dogged out. We end up sleeping with the wrong people. We end up dating the wrong people. We have friends that do us dirty. Okay, it takes us a long time. But when the Leo is done, that's why it takes a Leo a long time. You'd be like, why are you still friends with them? Why are you still dating them, Leo? When a Leo is done with you, you're dead to them. So if a Leo cuts you off, leave them alone. They're done. Trust and believe it took that Leo a long time to cut you off. That Leo kept giving you warning signals. But a lot of people take Leo for a sucker because we take a lot of shit from people. We let people treat us like crap. And then when we ghost you, we block you and everything, or we may beat your ass randomly, you're like, wait, what happened? You always let me treat you like crap. So Leos, if you're listening, knock people out in the beginning, curse people out in the beginning, put people in their place in the beginning, and do not give three chances. Don't give three strikes. Give one strike or two strikes, and that's it. Cut them off. People try to use Leo, okay? They will want to be around Leo because Leo is a type that if you hang out with them, they're going to pay for the dinner, they'll pay for the bottle service, and you're going to get attention because you're around Leo, all right? One of my favorite Leos is J-Lo. Everyone talks so much crap about J-Lo because J-Lo can't stay single. She's a July Leo. I feel like July Leos can't be alone. I think August Leo can die alone and they'll be okay. But I feel like July Leos, they can't be alone. I just feel that's what I notice about it. Notice a difference between July Leos and August Leos. Um, Maybe it's that Cancer energy. I'm not really sure. But yeah, I didn't enjoy sex with the Leo man. I'm sorry. But they be having nice bodies and they be packing, but they just didn't do it for me. They were too lazy in the bedroom. They were way too lazy. If, and again, if a Leo woman is lazy in the bed, it's because she's not into you. Because we rule Hollywood. We're like the actors of the Zodiac. So we like to perform in the bed. We like role play, okay? They're gonna show out for you. The Leos are showing out for you sexually. They're not into you. So maybe that's why, I had whack sex with two Leos that I have been with. I guess they didn't like me like that. They did not show out. They were lazy. It was corny. It was terrible, honestly. But they are very protective. And yeah, that's about it about Leos. Now, if you are insecure, don't hang out with Leos because they will make you feel like crap. I have a whole video on that. You can look at it. It's called Message to Leos. A Leo does not have to work hard for attention. We naturally get attention. People think that we're looking for attention, but it's not that. We're ruled by the sun. The sun is very powerful. So we always are going to get attention. We're always going to get attention. They call us a narcissistic sign. And I can see why they'll say that. I think at times I have been selfish, where I think that people, selfish in a sense where I think the way I feel is how other people should feel. You get it? And it doesn't work that way. It shouldn't work that way. Just because other people feel a certain way doesn't mean that that how I feel is how other people should feel, basically. So I had to train myself in feeling like, oh, that person might be going through something. That's why they haven't contacted you, or they didn't say happy birthday, they just forgot. Like it's just like everything's not about me. So Leos need to understand like it's not always about you. Other people are going through things, and don't make everything about you pretty much. So I had to learn how to realize people could be going through things and it has nothing to do with you, basically. So it'll be like you could be around a Leo and you got an attitude. They're gonna be like, did I do something to you? And you're like, nah. And so a Leo will think they're the ones who created that energy, and that's why you're acting like that when they ain't got nothing to do with them. Now I'd be like, they mad? Fuck it. Let them be mad. I don't care. I ain't got nothing to do with that. So it took me a long time to get to that point where it's like, everything is about you. Maybe their man broke up with them. Maybe they got their foot ran over before they came here. Like we're always thinking that we're creating the energy in the room, basically. That's been my issue with Leos in my fam. They cool, but they can make everything about them. Yep. So see, I can self-reflect. I can. I've noticed that and I've worked on that because I used to always make it about me. And I'm just like, now I'm just like, but at the same time, Leos can be very intuitive. Leo is the type of friend that if they say they don't like someone, please listen to them. Please listen to them. I'm telling you, they're going to be right. They usually can see it from the beginning. Maybe a couple of months down the line, a Leo can definitely look at someone and be like, nah, they not it. So pay attention to how your Leo is responding because Leos pick up on energy. That's one thing I will say. And we won't hide it. You're going to see the emotions on our face. We will F up a whole party. If I don't like somebody and they walk in a room, you're going to know. I can shift the whole freaking environment. So don't even. I remember this girl was like, oh, you coming to my wedding? Oh, no, you coming to my baby shower? But so-and-so is going to be there. I said, well, I'm not coming. She's like, are you serious? I'm like, yeah, I'm not coming. Just because it's your baby shower, I'm not going to be sitting in a room with somebody who I want to fight. There you go. I made it about myself, but still, I came. But what she did was she just didn't invite the girl. So she felt more closer to me. So I ended up going to the baby shower and the other girl. I don't think the other girl came or something like that. Or I think she did come and she did try to say hello to me. And I was like, yeah, get away from me, basically. So I didn't fight the girl at her baby shower, but I was just like, don't even speak to me, homegirl. Get away from me. That baby daddy is a Leo, and that man can't call nothing. His judgment is way off. Ooh, maybe he's dark sided. Maybe he's not clear minded spiritually. That's terrible. You are very involved, and I still got a lot to work on. I am pretty evolved because I worked on my healing, but it took me a long time because I was messed up. I ain't gonna lie. In my 20s, I was a toxic Leo. I'm not gonna front. I was a toxic Leo. Click like for me, guys, if you're in the chat. I can't believe it's 4 o'clock in the damn morning and I'm still on here, but I really want to get through this. I might have to come back on later. All right, let me see who we got. Oh my gosh, yeah, I might have to do a part 2, guys. Who's next? Scorpio. Did you have a nice time in Mexico? Hotel looked lovely. Yep. Mexico was wonderful, guys, and I'm even considering living there. Okay. I was in Tulum, Mexico, and I stayed in Cancun, Mexico. So I want to visit Merida. because there's a lot of Black folks that's in Merida, Mexico. A friend of mine is going next month. She's gonna let me know how it is. But I do want to see if I can actually live there. So we'll see. I might end up in Mexico for 6 months next year. Because I really want to get out of America. So I'm thinking about Mexico. I'm thinking about Ghana. So far, that's on my list. Thank you, babe. Thank you for sending me a donation. I appreciate you. Let me see. Let me see. Thank you. Thank you. Hold on. Let me see. So what are we up to? Oh, Scorpio. Where on Scorpio? Where's Scorpio? Nicole, where did you send the donation to? Okay, I see it now. I see it now. It just popped up. Thank you, babe. I appreciate you. And thank you, Melissa, for the donation. You sent it about an hour ago. I didn't even refresh my page. I'm so sorry. Let's see. Okay. Scorpio. Any Scorpios in the building? Okay, I got it. Yes, he is very dark-sided, immature, and a hoe, and I'm an Aquarius. Oh yes, yeah. I did. I saw your comment earlier, Zelina, about the relationships. Okay, I lost reception there for a little bit. So, do you like Scorpios? What do you like about Scorpio women, Scorpio men? Is the sex good? Are they good friends? I know I got a couple of Scorpios. So I'm a Scorpio moon. Yeah, I'm a Scorpio moon. I love being a Scorpio moon. That's like, it's the best. It's a very powerful placement. But we're not talking about Scorpio moon right now. We're talking about Scorpio sun. Do you like them? And it's okay. I lost some reception there for a second. So I feel like Scorpio could be the most popular sign. You're a Scorpio. Okay, so you've been hiding in here. What's that? Katrina? You've been hiding in here. So they're like one of the most popular signs, I feel. I'm not really sure why. Maybe because I'm a Scorpio moon is the reason why I don't find Scorpios mysterious at all. I think I got y'all figured out. I got y'all figured out. I think so. I don't find Scorpios to be too mysterious. I think that they're one of the most in your face type of signs. Like what you see is kind of what you get. You know what I'm trying to say? Like, this is what I'm giving you. This is all I'm giving you. Don't ask for no more. You get it? Like, that's how they are. So I don't really see what's the mysteriousness behind it. I think people think that Scorpios are mysterious because Scorpios, they just won't tell you everything. They don't trust. They don't trust nobody. I don't even think they trust themselves. Okay. And I think it's because they can scan. You said Scorpio. I thought you was going, Sebastian. You said they Scorpio men are sassy too. Scorpio men are sassy. They also have that equal masculine feminine energy. It's very hard for them to get close to you. So yeah, you be around a Scorpio for years and never truly know them. Okay. So I guess you can call him, I guess you could say an F buddy, a friend, a human dildo, on and off for 8 years. I've never met his family. He's always kept it very just in the bedroom. That is it. And then one day, after like 7 years, he was just like, I love you. And I was like, bro, what are you talking about? Everything was, I love you, I love you. I should have given you a chance. We should have kept it. We should have, explored something different. And I was just like, He basically, and when I would break up with my man, I would go back to him. He would date somebody, he would break up with her and come back to me. And this went on for 8 long years. Okay. So we stopped this in 2018. So 2018 was the last time I was intimate with him. And he started saying like I love you around that time. And I was just like, okay, well, do you want to try to work something out? And he was just like, I don't. Then he backtracked and said, I don't think so. I never really looked at you, like a relationship type, because we always had a sexual relationship. So I was like, all right, bye. I cut him off. I said, I'm old. I don't need male friends. I'm not looking for F buddy situation. I went through my spiritual leveling up advancement, and you are a problem for me. Me and you can't be in a room without touching each other, so gotta go. He's like, are you freaking serious? I'm like, yeah. He's like, I don't understand how you could just cut me off after 8 years. I was just like that. So I did cut him off, and we speak now. We're cool. We speak now. I actually saw him on my birthday. No, we did not have sex or anything like that. He went through this whole spiritual transformation himself. He's advanced. He did not try to sleep with me, but you got to be kind of slick with them, because they're the master manipulators when it comes to sex. They will, if they want you, they will find a way to get you in the bedroom. I do think that he is still attracted to me, and I do think he does want me sexually, but he knows that I'm not the same person I was before. So he's probably trying to figure out how to get me. Okay, so this is what Scorpios do. They like to analyze you. They watch you. A Scorpio is going to pay attention to how you drink your soda, okay? How you write your name, how you keep playing with your hair. They pay attention to the details. Virgo does this too. They pay attention to the details. So I think that he just hasn't figured out the new blueprint, the new Angelique. He hasn't figured me out yet. But when he does, that's when he goes in for the kill. Get it? That's what I think. I don't care how spiritual you are. They rule the genitals. They rule the genitals. So there's going to be certain things about them that they can't change. So he said ever since his spiritual journey, he said he was dating a woman, before me and him reconnected. He was dating a woman, they recently broke up, and he was just like, oh, it's killing me. I haven't had sex since the beginning of the year. I'm dying. So I do think it's in their nature to want sex. That's how they express themselves. That's how they connect to you. They need to feel your soul. Okay. These are soul diggers, excuse me. These are soul diggers, guys. All right. These people will look you in your eyes. They have very piercing eyes. I think that's where people talk about my eyes. I don't think I have Scorpio eyes, but I do have these big wide eyes, and they could be intense sometimes. I think that that's coming from the Scorpio in my chart. But then again, Leo has big eyes too, especially in photos. My eyes look huge. But anyway, there I go, putting it back to me, right? Being a Leo. But yeah, no, Scorpios, their eyes are very intense. They're very piercing. They will watch you for a while before they, stick their things into you. But you have to understand that who rules them? They rule by Mercury, right? I think that's what it is. But their eyes are very piercing. I'd be like, don't be giving me them Scorpio eyes, but they get away from me. They can be very sexy. Scorpios are very sexy. I never had a Scorpio turn down sex. Never had a Scorpio turn down sex with me. They have a high sex drive. So I would be like, oh, I want it, and maybe on it. Oh no, Mars? Okay. I was close enough. To me, I feel like they're always in a dark-sided energy. I feel like they're always in a dark-sided energy. So I feel like These Scorpios are the type, they don't mind watching murder mysteries or talking about death. I used to be best friends with a Scorpio, even though he was a narcissist. He still has Scorpio traits. He would like look at like photos of like dead people that his dad used to send home, because his dad used to work for the government down at the border in Mexico. And his dad would sometimes have to go to the border of Mexico. He was a government agent, and he would just like for fun tell his dad, "Oh, can you bring me photos of like, the immigrants that they killed?" And I'm like, "Why would you want to look at that?" He's like, "Oh, I just want to see it." So they're very comfortable with death. They're very raw. They'll tell you like it is. Yes. So this, I would definitely say this. Yeah, they are spiritually in tuned. Even the dark-sided ones, even the ones who are out there living dirty, they're very intuitive. But the reason why I get along with them is because I know what you're doing. These are the ones they'll try to talk to you telepathically. You see them in your dreams, you feel them in your soul, you feel them in your spirit. They will call you, they will F you in your dreams, okay? They will F you telepathically. They're gonna get you. If they want you, they will come get you. Okay? Don't mess with these Scorpios if you're not about that life. Okay? Very powerful. Once they advance, they could be extremely powerful individuals. They can restore information. They're intelligent. This is another one. They're a go-getter. They're gonna get that money, whether it's legal or illegal. They fly. They could be a little. I would say sometimes they could be a little bit too matchy or gaudy with their clothing. It's like, what do you got on? Especially like back in the day, like just too much. Like back in the day, my ex best friend, he would have like a polo hat, the polo shirt, the polo jeans, the polo sneakers. I'm like, you doing way too much. Like they could be label whores. That's what I wanted to say. They could be label whores. And I'm just like, okay, you're doing too much. They like to find things, especially the Scorpio women. Look at Eve, the rapper. She married that white billionaire. She probably was not even physically attracted to this white billionaire, race car driver, but they like to have a stable life. Okay, they like a stable home. They will marry for money because they like that stability as well. I like to party with them. You can party with them. They will be up late with you. They the type come to them like, okay, I'm back on. I keep losing reception. This Mercury in retrograde is whooping my ass tonight. Well, this morning. Now let's see what you said. Their eyes are piercing. Scorpio ruled by Mars, but they attack when you don't expect it. Yes, they will plot on you. They will know if you're lying. Yes, they know, but they bad liars. They bad liars. I forgot to say that. They hate when you lie to them, but they terrible liars. I always know when a Scorpio's lying to me. They're horrible liars. Their story don't be making no sense. And and the thing about it is they will lie for no reason. So you'll be like, yo, where was you last night? They just went to the corner store, but they was like, oh, I was at the Mets game. What? I was at the Mets game. With who? Why are you asking? Why? And they get upset when you start asking too many. When you ask a Scorpio too many questions. And another thing I don't like, they be lying, so they think that you're lying. That's another thing that's bad, especially they dark-sided. Because they're lying, they think that everybody else is lying, right? So there's been plenty of times, like I remember when I used to mess with the Scorpio dude, right? Sorry, I talk all over the place. Bear with me. So I used to mess with the Scorpio F buddy. He used to have a lot of women besides me, of course. You're single, you could do what you want. But for some reason, he thought I was lying to him. So I someone else. So by the time he came back to me, he was like, "Did you sleep with the guy raw?" I said, "No." He was just because I think I said my period was late. It was something like that. So he was like, "Did you sleep with the guy raw?" I said, "No, I didn't." He was like, "Go get a pregnancy test." I was like, "For one, me and you are not going to sleep together without protection. So why do I need to go take a pregnancy test?" He was just like, "Well, if you didn't sleep with the guy raw, why wouldn't you want to take a pregnancy test? I think that you might be pregnant by this guy." I'm like, if I'm telling you that I used protection with the last person I was with, why aren't you believing me? Do you know this guy watched me pee on a stick? And when the thing came up, he was like, "Oh," it came up that I wasn't pregnant. He was like, "Oh, okay." And was just laughing. So they lie so much. Probably the last woman he slept with her raw. So it's like they're like a mirror. What I don't like about them is they are the type that do as I say, not as I do. So this can be very difficult when you're trying to have a serious relationship with a Scorpio, especially a Scorpio man, because it'll be like, okay, a Scorpio man will say, "Well, I want a woman who's home, she's taking care of my kids. Don't worry, I'll pay the bills, but she can't go partying or she can't go hanging out. She needs to be home at all times. Like I need that at-home wife and that woman taking care of my home." But then they would go to work, come home, take a shower, get dressed, and be like, "You're like, babe, where you going?" They're like, "Oh, I'm going to go party." And they're like, "But I thought you said that you wanted me not to party." "Yeah, no, you can't party, but I can." And they would walk out the door and go party. So they like, listen, what they preach, they don't practice. Okay. They do not. And that's why a lot of their relationships don't work, because it's like, "Oh no, I can cheat, but you can't cheat. Yeah, I can go party. No, I can buy these Jordans, but you don't need no Jordans." So it's like their mate ends up feeling more like a donor or like a carrier for their kids, or like a slave. They don't feel like a lover. And they think like, "What's the problem? I'm paying the bills, I'm taking care of the household, you have everything that you want. What is your problem?" And they don't understand that your mate needs more. They end up feeling thirsty with you. So you got to be very careful with that. Practice what you preach. Whatever you want from your partner, you have to be willing to sacrifice and give that to your partner as well. Scorpio is also crazy. They will have you in a relationship, but they will be single. Yes, they do that. That is so true. They are intrusive. If you tell them you are on your period, they want to see the blood. Yes. I even had a Gemini say that he put his hand down my pants, and you know what he came up with? Disgusting. I was just like, "I told you. Like, go wash your hands." Disgusting. Like, that's abusive. That's terrible. No, I didn't do Capricorn yet. It's a good idea. So Travel Bug says it's a good idea to get out of the States. I left Ireland in 2018, worked online for a couple of years, and just got a job in Thailand. Never give up. Thank you, Travel Bug. You always repping up. You always writing comments about leaving. I'm so happy you're happy and you're in a safe place, because the US sucks. It's trash over here. They're trying to, they're trying to, what to us over here, probably trying to sterilize us. Um, you said you think about them in a certain situation and y'all haven't talked in a while and they call and start talking about it. Yeah, that is so true. So the intuitiveness of the Scorpio is almost like you'll have these situations with the Scorpio in the dream realm. Or just you daydreaming about them, and it will occur. You can, like, for me, I literally had to tell a Scorpio, 'cause I knew what he was doing. He was trying to call me back to him. He was trying to manifest me. And I had to tell him in that dream realm, leave me alone. Leave me alone. I don't want you. You didn't want me. Stop telling me you want me. Okay? Cut it out. You had me all these years. Cut it out. And he did. He stopped eventually. So yeah, these people, even after I cut off the narcissistic best friend, he was coming up in my dreams and everything. Yes, they are psychics, okay? I don't even know if they know what they're doing. I think some of them are aware of what they're doing, but they're naturally psychics. And it's never over with them, okay? So you could have did something to them, or they could have thought you did something to them, and they have to get you back. They will wait. Okay, something happened between you and that Scorpio in 1998. They're going to get you back in 2008. That's how they are, or 2080. That is how they are. They use their power for evil. Yeah, some of them will use their power for evil. They be doing that black magic on you. They might. They might, but it doesn't work because my ancestors and me, like, I be like reverse. I be lighting my candle. I be doing my work too. Like anybody trying to capture me, reverse Uno card, spiritual Uno card, reverse right back to you. Whatever you think you're doing to me goes right back to you. I had a Scorpio. I guess he thought he was gonna destroy me. He had 3 deaths back to back. I didn't do it. My ancestors handle it. Okay. 3 deaths back to back in his family, and that's why he don't F with me. He don't mess with me no more. He don't bother me. So yes, they are powerful, but they don't know who they messing with. So Scorpios don't scare me. They don't scare. I know what they be doing. I know exactly what they be doing. They think they slick. Them Scorpio women too. They think they slick. Gotta be careful, because if you come across a dark side of Scorpio, she will ruin your life. She will tear your life up. All right. They're the type who will use men for money, use men for sex. I know a lot of Scorpio women too who are single moms. They make bad choices in men. They cute though. They fly. They cute. But a lot of them end up being baby mamas because it's weird. They'll run over a lot of people, but then the guy that they really wanted, he'll play them and he'll do them dirty and leave them single moms or something like that. They could be tough mothers, but they are good moms. They do take care of their kids. Their kids are always, fly. They dress nice. Let's see what else. They could be go getters, but they also have a lazy side. Oh, a lot of them suffer with depression. Secretly, they can suffer with depression, and you won't even know about it. So they be like the fly girl that everybody wants, but when they're home, they can sleep in their bed. They can be very depressive. You gotta be, very careful. Be careful with that. Scorpio can fall into very heavy depression. Let's see what else. This is like when I think of Scorpio, this is like the fly girl around the way. Like all the guys in the block want her. They want to talk to her. There's something about her. The Scorpio girl, I feel like most Scorpio women are more comfortable like in sweats. So this is the girl, she got on the Jordans with the sweatsuit or the jeans with a little t-shirt, like she's just like comfy, cool. But don't get it twisted. She can put on like a nice sexy dress with some heels, but she feels more comfortable. I know a lot of Scorpio women are bisexual or trisexual. And it's weird because you would never think that. I had a Scorpio friend. She made a pass at me and I was shocked. I was like, girl, I look at you like a sister. But yeah, she made a pass at me. I had no idea this girl was even bisexual. I was like, what is going on? Like I was changing in front of her and she was like, oh, you don't look that bad. You're kind of sexy. And I was like, wait, what? Wait a minute, what? Scorpio, what are you talking about? Yeah, she was a pretty girl, but sorry, I don't like girls. But yeah, they like sex. What else? Yeah, Scorpio is very hard for them to say no to you. Sexually, oh, you gotta be very careful because Scorpio can end up, because y'all rule the genitals, y'all can end up with STDs, okay? I know a couple of Scorpios who have herpes, so be very, very careful. You can't get rid of herpes. They like that raw dog and they get caught up, okay? Scorpio, one thing I will say is a Scorpio can meet somebody in the club, have sex with them, and they won't judge them. So I do like that about them. They won't judge you. They won't. They'll have you around for a long time, you know? I think them having sex the second time we've seen each other. And he stuck around all these years. You know, I've only, almost known him for 10 years. So, you know, you just never know. You never know. Almost 10 years, been 10 years. I think it's, yeah, we're at like 10 years now. But they don't judge like that. They don't judge too hard, but they are master manipulators. So be careful. Don't get hypnotized with them pretty eyes they got. They have these intense eyes. Oh my goodness. They are looking. Let's see. Scorpios can have cyst issues. All right, there you go. I lost reception again. So next we're gonna do, y'all want me to do Capricorn? Y'all keep asking, so I'll do Capricorn. I'm gonna try to finish all this in 30 minutes. We'll see, because I need to get a nap. It's almost 5 o'clock in the morning over here in New York. All right, let's see. Capricorn. What y'all think about Capricorn? Because I'm about to go in on your asses. Oh my gosh. Oh, all right, Capricorn. All right. You said, yeah, come on. Y'all been waiting. Y'all been waiting for 20 hours for this, for Capricorn. What I think about Capricorn. Oh boy, here we go. All right. Why y'all so serious? Why y'all so serious? What's up with the mean grilling and mean face? Oh my goodness, with that nasty stuck up face sometimes, like smile. No, I'm just kidding. I'm a Capricorn rising and all my pictures are. That's me. Yes, Capricorn can be so dry. So I will say this. I find, you said we depressed. Man. All right. So it depends. I feel like Capricorn, I think it depends on your childhood. If you had a rough childhood, that stayed with you forever. You know, if you had a good childhood, then that Capricorn, when you're around them, they feel a lot lighter in their energy. But most Capricorns, when you're around them, y'all have a heavy energy. And this is why people think y'all are mean. This is why people think that y'all are dry and y'all don't have any personality. And okay. But I would say the Capricorn women sometimes could be very critical. Okay. So calm down on your criticism, kind of like Virgo. Y'all kind of have Virgo energy. Yeah, y'all do. Y'all have Virgo energy, but y'all are much more fun. Y'all are much more fun. Um, what I don't like about the Capricorn is that sometimes, especially the Capricorn women, y'all seem to forget. You say yes, Virgo's got our energy. Yeah, y'all seem to forget your past. So you be talking to a Capricorn and they be like, oh, you know, you shouldn't be doing that. You should be living that way. And I'm like, girl, you was a prostitute back in the day. What are you talking about? And you was sniffing coke, you know. And it's just like sometimes Capricorn forget where they came from, how they started out, and it will be better for Capricorn to kind of tell your story. I had to check a couple of Capricorns. I was dating an older guy once, and my ex godmother, she was a Capricorn, and she was just like, "Why are you dating that older guy?" I said, "Hold up. Aren't you 60 and your husband's 80?" And she just, I said, I heard your mama try to stop your wedding, and she just looking all over. I said, you and my mom used to drink champagne and sniff coke back in the '70s together. Oh, how you know about that? So listen. They will tell you everything about yourself, but because they forgot what happened in 1970 and 1980. Okay, so y'all gotta stop that. Um, but my favorite Capricorn is Issa Rae. I love me some Issa Rae. Insecure is finally ending. Oh my gosh. It's coming out October 24th. And I love Issa Rae. Go get her. Like, when y'all get it going, y'all get it going. She got her show. She's married now. She's, doing movies, writing scripts. Like, just when y'all get it going, y'all get it going. Then of course, I'm not a huge fan of Michelle Obama, but I will say she probably was one of the best first ladies that America had. Okay, we can't front. She was an advocate for health. She's out there lifting weights. She's doing her thing. Then you're going to have your low vibrational Capricorn, like the baby, right? The baby's crazy. He's crazy. Okay, he fine. He fine. I would be a groupie for him, but he is just low vibrational. Okay, so, and also, okay, I'm back. So Capricorns, you said they're leaders. Yeah, I would agree. Capricorns are leaders. They're great at entrepreneurship. I would definitely say that. I'm not going to say that they're not. Like, the Capricorns that I know definitely know how to get that bag, but I feel like y'all will hump and marry money before y'all marry and hump a human. Okay, I had a Capricorn. You said Michelle Obama, or is her name Michael? Oh, girl, don't even listen. We ain't gonna go there. You're gonna have my live getting shut down. I don't know if that's a man or a woman. It look a little sus, but I don't know. But we're gonna call it Michelle for tonight. We insecure, and that's why we work too hard. Y'all are insecure, and it's sad. I've dealt with a couple of Capricorn men, and unfortunately, I had this childhood this childhood friend of mine. Well, I don't consider us friends anymore. He basically ghosted me because he felt very insecure around me, basically. But so I grew up with this guy, and he always liked me, right? But I didn't like him. I didn't like him growing up because our mothers raised us as like brother and sister. So that's the reason why I didn't like him. Not because he wasn't cute. So he watched me like on Facebook, through the years and stuff like that. So this year, the beginning of this year when I went to Atlanta, I saw him when I was in Atlanta. He was in Atlanta. Y'all know how Atlanta is, right? So I go there and I find out he's living a fraudulent life. Like, he's not balling like he's appearing to be on social media. But then when he realized that, I'm doing okay, that's when he felt insecure. Okay. So he went the running. He was just like, oh, I guess he thought that I was doing bad in life. I'm not doing super good, but I'm not doing bad either. I'm blessed. And once he realized that, that's when he backed up. Before, he was just like trying to get with me, trying to come at me. But he's posting Lamborghinis and Range Rover. He's posting other people's cars on social media. But then when I get to Atlanta, he didn't even have a car. He popped up in an Uber, so a lot of Capricorns can kind of get caught up in trying to fake in front and showing that they are stable. In actuality, they're not. A lot of times Capricorns can be secretly competing with you, can be jealous of you, jealous of their friends, because they're secretly competing, because success and stability is extremely, extremely important to them. Capricorn men will be the type to marry for money. Okay, so be careful with these Cap men. They will date you and marry you to use you for your money. Okay, a stable home, a nice warm home, just like the Taurus man or the Leo man, is extremely important to these men. Okay, Capricorn. Oh, one of my favorite Capricorns is Denzel Washington. He's a Capricorn. He's amazing, isn't he? But who knows what his wife, who knows what the crap that she had to deal with Denzel Washington. I'm sure he had his hoes back in the days and she still dealt with him. Okay. So you got to be very careful with these Cap men as well. I had a Cap man one day. We went out to dinner, and when the bill came, he like slid like half, not even half of the bill on the table. And I'm like, where's the money for the bill? He didn't even have the whole, he couldn't even pay the bill. Okay, so, but yet drove us in, I forgot what kind of car he had. It might have been like a Range Rover or something. So how you got a Range Rover, but you couldn't pay for dinner? The bill was like $60. It was ridiculous, stuff like that. So they get so caught up and feeling like that. And the guy in Atlanta, he was like, I can tell you on those girls who want to be with guys with a lot of money. And he just, every question, it wasn't like, like, what do you like to do for fun? Like, what happened, the times that, what happened, when we were apart. No, everything was like, how much money you make? Do you own your house? Where do you live? Where do you want to live? Like, everything's about money, 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 money with this individual. Yeah, that's a problem for me. But yeah, Capricorn women, sad to say, one of my biggest haters is a Capricorn, and she's a relative of mine. I don't know why she's jealous of me, but yeah, I have a cousin who's a Capricorn and she's jealous of me. I think she's jealous of me because she just, it has a lot to do with like family. So if a Capricorn is under the impression that you're doing so well, or others value you over them, or you seem more popular, they kind of will get a little jealous about that. If they're low vibrational Capricorn, they can get very jealous, and they're not going to tell you out flat. They can just do like little petty things, and that's how you're going to know that they're jealous of you. They'll just say like little sick stuff. Their mouth is wicked. Their mouth is wicked, like the Cancer. Their mouth can be ruthless when they're jealous of you, when they're mad at you. They'll even do this thing where they do this staring thing at you, and they won't say nothing, but then later they'll get you. Okay, that I don't like. You could be saying something to them, and they'll just stand there and they be like, like you could just feel their thoughts are plotting to hurt you. Okay, kind of like the Scorpio. So be careful with Caps too. I know I'm going in on y'all. Caps can be like Aries and come off competitive to people. Yeah, that's true. Y'all are very competitive. Not all Caps sleep their way to the top. Some work hard and earn. No, I never said that Capricorns sleep their way to the top. No, I don't think so. Oh, Nicole said that. I was about to say I didn't say that. No, I don't think Capricorns seek their way to the top. I think they're hard workers. I think that Capricorns feel sometimes they have to suffer. Like, you don't have to suffer to be successful. Like, you'll talk to a Cap and they'll be like, yeah, I worked 15 hours. Yes, like, why are you working? Who told you to work 15 hours? I'm not working 15 hours. Leo is not going to be sitting there working on 15 hours. The only time you see a Leo work 15 hours is like it's their craft or it's their talent that they really want to do. Like, Leo ain't about to work no 15 hours, but like Capricorns would be like, yeah, I was at work since like Thursday and it's like Saturday. Like, why? Capricorns could be very conformist like Taurus. So you could find them in like a city job or a government job or something that's going to give them their 401k and their SSI check. They need to feel secure. Like my ex godmom, she, excuse me, she worked at the DMV for 30 years and retired. And she sat at a desk for 30 years and put data in about people's licenses. I would have shot myself in the head. I could never do that, but a Capricorn would do that. I have another friend who's a Capricorn. He's been working at Home Depot for like 5 years. I'm like, do you like the job? No, but it's a check. I'm not going to quit my job. I'm like, okay. So, yes, these people will stay locked in a job for years. Okay. So that's a good thing, but these are not people who are going to take risk in losing their check. They're just not going to do that. And when they're not, when they don't have money, they don't have the car, they don't have the house that they want, they could fall into very deep, deep depression. Okay. You're around a Capricorn man, you can feel the sadness on him, you can feel the heaviness on him. When I was hanging out with that Capricorn dude, I can feel it. Just like a dark cloud. When you're with around a dark side of Capricorn, it's like a dark cloud that follows them. All right, they're walking down. You know, like in those cartoons, you see the people walking and the rain just falling on them. That's Capricorn. You like, why are you so miserable? You got everything. You still miserable. What the heck? What happened today? What's wrong today? What happened? Well, my moms didn't love me and I was abandoned as a child, and my moms, so they also compare like the stuff that they happened in their childhood to like you, and it has nothing to do with you. So I used to date this Capricorn, and I was in my 20s at the time, so I would go out and I'll party. And you know how like after the club you want to go see your boo after the club, so my friends would drop me off to his apartment. I lost some reception there for a second. So he would, most men would want their woman to come home to them after they went out to the club, but it's like always comparing me to his drunk mama. So yeah, they're so stuck in their past and be like, yeah, everything that I went through, and it's like, you overcame that, dude. What's wrong with you? Like, move on. So yeah, if they have a bad relationship with their mother or father, or they felt like not loved as a child, it's not a good look. I would say the best experience I had with a Capricorn was someone he had a good relationship with his mother and his father, and he was like always happy and laughing and all this stuff. I actually saw him in the grocery store last week, but I hid because I was with my Virgo boo. So I kind of hid. He's 6'3", so he kind of looked over. He saw me, but he was just probably like but he was always happy and joyful. So is the sex good? Is the Capricorn sex good? Y'all tell me. I would say yes. I had fun with Capricorn. So Capricorn is a freak. They are. Capricorn are good with their mouth. Capricorn always like wanted to go down. A Capricorn always wanted to be adventurous. I had the most fun with Capricorn, and I think that's the reason why the Capricorn can't get me, and we haven't dealt with each other since my 20s. We just had so much fun. Yeah, go like in the car or something like that and just have fun. So they're very freaky on the low, and you won't think that because half the time they look freaking mean and they look unapproachable. But if you soften them up, you will have definitely a lot of fun. I think Capricorn men are sneaky. Capricorn women can be sneaky too. They about that bag, okay? But I think that if you marry a Capricorn man, he might cheat. He might cheat. He might cheat, but he's not leaving his woman. This is the guy that's going to be married to his woman for 50 years. He will definitely cheat with you, but he's not leaving Suzanne for you. He's not leaving Miss Suzanne and his kids. He's just not going to do it. So whoever he's locked in with, he's locked in with. Okay, a Capricorn will even have an outside kid, outside children, but he is not leaving Suzanne for you. I'm sorry. He's not going to do it. Okay. Am I on the range of Capricorns? I think I hit the Capricorns pretty good. You said a freak every day of the week. I bet, Melissa. I bet. I would say this. I never had Capricorn women express to me what they like sexually. But hey, if they're the ones keeping husbands for 20, 30 years, they must be doing something right. So I already know they doing something. So I never have like a Capricorn really say, yeah, I like it like this or that. They really low key, kind of like Leo. We're not gonna be out like, yeah, I like doing this and doing that. They undercover freak. Yes, that's what I'm saying. They are. They definitely are undercover freaks. They're not gonna be like Virgo, like, yeah, I love giving head, or they're not gonna talk like that. They just they're gonna show you when they get in the bedroom. Okay, like I've asked a Capricorn, like, yeah, send me a little pic, and he's like, no. I'm like, dang, come on, send me some pics, and he's like, no. But when he got me in that room, it was a problem. Okay, I was scared. I was just like, whoa, what are you doing? Whoa, what are you doing? Why is your face going back there? Now just they are freaks, okay? They are definitely freaks. I'm so loving this. So happy I caught you live. I know. I'm trying to finish up because it's almost 5 o'clock in the damn morning. Shoot. Okay, what else? What else? Who's next? I think I covered Capricorn. Oh boy. Aquarius. So what y'all think about Aquarius? What do y'all think about Aquarius? Oh my goodness. Oh, yes, that's why you're an Aquarius. What do y'all think about Aquarius? Whew. All right. Do y'all like Aquarius men? Do you like Aquarius women? What do you think about them? Put something in the chat. Don't forget to donate to me, guys. Oh, no commitment. Yeah. Aquarius, they could be flighty like the Gemini. Definitely. Definitely could be flighty like the Gemini. Okay, let me see. So believe it or not, my mom was an Aquarius, and all right, even though she was my best friend, I would say that I didn't know much about her for a long time. So I kind of feel like the Aquarius shows you what they want to show you, like a mask, and then there's the real them. Okay, so they have this look that they give to society, and then there's the real them. Okay, and if you happen to find out or unveil the truth about them, then I guess that's a blessing. I don't feel that they put out their true self. Um, I think people normally look at them, like look up to them. I think a lot of Aquarius are probably like, in politics, or, they're like that philanthropist type, and, they're helping the community, but then probably like behind closed door, they were like tying people up and shit and torturing them. You know what I'm trying to say? My mother was an Aquarius, like I said, and I thought I knew her, but I didn't start learning who she was until I was 13. I didn't hear my mom curse until I was 13. I didn't know my mom was a freak until I was 13. I didn't know, like, the things she liked and the things that she went through in her childhood. I had absolutely no idea about these things. She never expressed these things to me growing up. So it could feel like they're very secretive, or they feel dry, a little bit like the Capricorn. You kind of feel like you feel close to them, but you don't know much about them. You feel like they're being like very secretive. Um, and you kind of got to pull that information out of them. But if they're close to you, they will tell you. You have to ask. It's kind of like, well, you never asked. Why didn't you tell me you got raped? Yeah, you didn't ask. Why didn't you tell me that you, like, my mom didn't tell me she was Cuban until I was 13. You might want to tell me what my DNA is. I didn't know my grandfather was Cuban. I just thought he spoke Spanish. I just thought he was bilingual. I didn't know this. So it's just like, she was like, well, you didn't ask. Why shouldn't your child ask what the hell or race they are, or what an ethnicity they are? So it's just things like that where they just keep a lot to themselves. Okay. Especially if they had a, a rough childhood, they like to they'll try to keep that out of society, or from people finding that out. They're not going to be the one to wear like their paint on their sleeve and stuff. They're not going to do that, because that's messing up their brand. That's messing up the illusion or their image of what they present out into the world, pretty much. Yes, they pick wrong on purpose. I think my mom was picking wrong on purpose. My mother got married 4 times to 4 wrong men. Okay. She was getting married from the age of 19, and the last time she got married, she was 53, and then she died at 56. I feel like her childhood, impacted that. So her relationship impacted that. But I don't think that maybe she really didn't want to settle down. Um, they move fast. Oh, Aquarius moves fast. They like to be in relationships, believe it or not. They move fast. They need to slow down. Slow down. And this is why people be like, they don't really care. I think they do care, because if they didn't care, why do they feel they have to jump into another relationship so quickly? Perfect example, Super Scent. Look her up. She's the one who owns Crayon Case. She's from New Orleans. My head be spinning. I see like her posting 4 men in 1 year. I'm like, I thought she was just with this guy. What happened? Like, she's just like J-Lo. Like, what's going on? You know, um, but y'all move too fast, and you don't get a chance to kind of like get to know the person and see who they're demon. Like my mother, she left my father when I was 9 months old, and was already moved in with the next man. She wasn't even divorced yet. What are you doing? So they like to be loved. They like the structure of family, but they move too quickly. And I think it's because deep down y'all really do care, and y'all really do want to be loved, and you really want to be in a relationship, especially the women, especially. I think the men, they stay in relationships as well, but they're cheaters. And they're always thinking about women from their past. Y'all could be, y'all are very intelligent. Y'all keep data in. Um, y'all know history, y'all know music, y'all like art. Oh, y'all love art. This is like the artsy person. This is a person they're gonna teach you something. You're gonna go to the museum together, or you're gonna go to a concert with them. They like to turn up. This is a fun person. This is like a intellectual. You need to be intelligent. They will embarrass you if you cannot keep up with the conversation. They ain't fucking with you. They will embarrass you. Okay. These people also can be intuitive. These people, like I had a Aquarius dude, he was Haitian, he tried to put a spell on me. All right, I got a video on here about this too. So they use their intelligence and they will use it to gain what they want. So be careful with these Aquariuses. They're also like a mermaid, okay? Some of them may not be all that, but they can use their intelligence to will you in, okay? Who else is an Aquarius? I believe what's his name? Michael B. Jordan. He's an Aquarius. I heard Rabina Rastavan say this on her channel. She said Aquarius is one day look ugly and the next day they look fine. And this is true. A lot of Aquariuses wear glasses. That's something I noticed too. So a lot of times when Aquarius have their glasses on, they look a little unattractive and nerdy. But then when they take their glasses off, they just be all fine and sexy. They look like it's like two different people. It's very weird. Just like with Michael B. Jordan. One day he has his beard and he's, he looks a little rough, but then when he shaves, he just looks so freaking yummy. Okay, so sometimes they can look ugly one day and the next day you're like, what the hell just happened? You just like went up 1,000 points. It's strange, okay? So when my mom used to wear her glasses in the house, I'll be looking at her like, that does not look like my mother. But then when she took them glasses off, her hair, the bonnet was off, and she was out there, she just looked so beautiful. So yeah, Aquariuses can be like that. I have been intimate with Aquarius man before. I enjoyed the makeout session. I enjoyed the foreplay. I didn't enjoy the intercourse. So I never had Aquarius man rock my world. But they rocked me mentally. Okay, so this is a man who could say some shit to you in a text message and have you drip 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 before you even get to him. Okay, because he's just a wordsmith with those, with those words and those text messages and those letters. And if they love you forever. They may not speak to you. They say that these people are cold and they cut you off and they don't care. I don't believe it. I've seen Aquariuses say, "I don't give a damn about them," and go home and cry. So I don't believe it. They just react differently. They process it differently. So maybe they won't care in the beginning, but then when no one's looking, they're in their room, they're alone. They're thinking about it. They are hurt by it. They'll be like, I don't care, F you, whatever. They're gonna show you that. They might not come after you, they're not gonna chase you, but they do have some type of feeling. My mother divorced my father when I was a year old and he never married again. He said, your mother was the only woman I wanted. My dad was a Sagittarius, my mom was the Aquarius. And I remember when we would walk by my dad's business, my dad owned a car wash. My mom across the street and my father would just sit across the street in front of the car wash and just stare at her until she just walked down the street. He'll just shake his head at her and she'd be like, look at this man, whatever. But when my dad died, my mom cried, believe it or not. So I just think that Aquariuses, they care. They're like, I don't give up. They do care. They care, but they just process it differently. Just like Cancer might cry and be emotional and overreact, but the Aquarius just processes it differently or it hits them later. It's like a emotional delay, but they do care. They care. So I don't buy it. I've had um I've had Aquariuses get emotional with me because they felt like I wasn't giving them what they wanted from me. And I was just so confused because they can confuse you too, kind of like the Gemini, because they're not showing the emotions that you're used to with other signs that are so easy to let you know how they feel. So when they're not getting, it's kind of like a child not being able to express themselves and they start to cry and they're hungry. Aquarius is making me feel like that sometimes. It's kind of like I was trying to show you I love you, and then they'll get an attitude with you or like adult temper tantrum, and you're confused because you're like, oh, I thought you didn't give a fuck about me, but the entire time they did, but they just don't know how to express that, you know. um the Aquarius woman is a homemaker. She is going to cook. She is going to clean. She is going to hold down a job. She would let her husband take care of her, but she just likes that homey feeling and being loved, She is a good mother, but she could be distant from her child. She can be her child can feel kind of cold with her. She's gonna give the provisions that the child needs, but the child can feel like the mother is not being nurturing. You get it? It's just like there's a disconnect there. Okay, so I've seen some Aquarius mothers end up treating their children like a friend, or just like this is my responsibility, than understanding that they need to be nurtured. Get it? Um, what else about Aquarius is I just think that y'all are very creative people. Y'all are hustlers too. You know how to make money. I just think that y'all can express yourselves a little bit better. And like I said, people you could be Aquarius can feel for you and you'll never know it because they're just not showing it. But I had a very emotional mom. My mom would cry. I don't know what was in her chart. I need to look it up. But she would cry and she would show emotions at home. She wouldn't show it in the street. Now these are fly people, okay? They know how to dress. I never met an Aquarius that couldn't dress. You know, I had fell for an Aquarius one time, but then I found out he had a girlfriend. But this brother knew how to wear the nicest shoes. I went to a club and I met him, and his friends, they all had Jordan sneakers and stuff like that. But he had on like nice dress shoes, a vest, some nice slacks on. I was like, where he coming from? Work? They know how to dress, whether it's casual or it's a business suit. They know how to dress, and they don't have to be that attractive, but because they have a swag to them, they will capture you. Your mom may have IC and Cancer. I cry a lot at home. It's very possible. I'm gonna check my mom's chart because I feel like maybe she has some Cancer, because I used to make my mom cry all the time because I was one of those Leo children that will be like, your breath stink. Like that's the kind of person I was. Like, you let him play you like that, mom? You let him use you like that? Damn, you dumb. I was that kind of child. So my mom cried a lot because I was honest, and I'd be like, what do you want me to tell you, or you want someone in the street to tell you? I'm like 9 years old talking to my mom like I lost my damn mind. But that's what I think about Aquariuses. I like Aquariuses, but oh yes, y'all can kind of have a God complex in a sense. So Aquarius a lot of times won't ask you, do you know something? They just assume you don't know something. So because they have so much information and they know what's best for you, and they're so smart, they can kind of assume that you don't know. They won't ask you if you don't know. They'll just assume you don't know something. So that's something I don't like about Aquarius. It says, you may have Sagittarius. I see nothing but harsh truth. Yeah, it's true. It's very true. I think, do I have Sagittarius in my chart? I think I do have a little bit of Sagittarius in my chart. But yeah, so what I won't, so like, Aquarius would think people are just so dumb sometimes. It's like, you didn't even ask them that they know the information. So like, one time I lost my ID. So the Aquarius friend said to me, um, you can order your ID online now, right? You don't have to go up to the DMV. I said, no, you're kidding. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I had no idea. Thank you. Thank you so much. So instead of, instead, she should have said, oh, are you going to order your ID online? or you're gonna go to the DMV. They just assume you don't know like what's going on in the world. It's the weirdest thing. They think they're putting you on to something, and it's just like, you ain't putting me on nothing. Get out of here, you know. So that's something because we do because we get information faster from the cars. Okay. Maybe you do. Maybe you do. But if you're around me, please ask me, do I know? And I know that we're in the age of Aquarius, and that's the reason why people's karma is coming back faster. Just things are just so much faster. So I am giving y'all credit that y'all are intelligent, but don't assume that the person didn't get the message either. So sometimes you could be around Aquarius and they'll treat you like a child. They'll treat you like a child. And Leo don't like that. Leos, we hate that shit. Okay, what else? Sometimes Aquarius might end up treating you like a servant. So you have to watch that too, Aquarius. You know, people aren't here to serve you. I feel like if you let a Aquarius treat you like a servant, they will appreciate your loved ones. I had to cut off Aquarius for that. She said to me, it was her wedding. I have the story in one of my videos. And she said, well, I'm not going to put you in my wedding, but I created something called Friends of Honor where you will serve me at my wedding. I was in my head like, is this bitch on crack? You will help me throughout the day at my wedding. I said, well, that's what the bridal party is for. Who in the hell? This Aquarius created something called Friends of Honor, and we will serve her at her wedding. I said, this bitch that lost her damn mind. I said, no, I will not be of service to you at your wedding. Send me a regular wedding invitation. And you know what she said to me? Why won't you help me at my wedding? I thought she lost her mind. She lost her mind. Oh my gosh. So sad. What was it? A 6 or 8 year friendship went down the drain because I said this Aquarius has lost her damn mind. She said, why won't I help her at her wedding? And I'm not even part of the bridal party, you know? But it was my fault because this girl had been using me as her servant for all the years that we had been friends. So when it came to her wedding, and she probably was like, she's always my slave. What's the problem now? I disappeared on that girl two months before her wedding. Oh, I got out of there. I said, oh, no. I knew she was bonkers, and I was supposed to go to Cuba, and I ended up not going for another reason. And she said, oh, are you coming to my baby shower? And I said, I'm not sure because I just started a new job and I'm going to Cuba. She's like, so you mean to tell me you can take off time for Cuba, but you can't take off time for my baby shower? I say, yeah, this girl is nuts. So yeah, that's been my experience with Aquarius. I had fun with them, but yeah, y'all can get a little engulfed in your relationships that you don't keep up with your friendships. And as you get older, people find you boring. I'm not gonna lie, they find you boring because you get so caught up in the routine of family that you forget to have fun. Okay, so try to have fun as you're getting older and you're growing your family. I have great stories. I try. I need to write a book because this is ridiculous. I'm too young to be having all these crazy stories. All right, I'm gonna finish up because I'm actually tired. Okay, who I got next? I didn't do Sagittarius and I didn't do Pisces. Okay, let me do Pisces. Any Pisces still in the chat? Everybody else probably fell the hell to sleep because I think I've been on here for like 3 hours or so. All right, Pisces. Now, this is an intuitive sign. I don't know where the hell they get Cancer from. I never met an intuitive Funny, I caught you at my sign. Yup, it was meant for you to catch me at your sign. I've never met an intuitive Cancer, but I've met plenty of intuitive Pisces. So Pisces are very intuitive. I feel like these are one of the psychic signs in the zodiacs. Also, they stay in the dream realm. Don't let a Pisces drag you into the dream realm with them. To me, they're never really in reality. But one thing about them, they're like a floater. I feel like Pisces are like the floaters in life, but things end up working out for them, even if they're floating in life. So they'll be like, yeah, I'm working at this job, but I don't really want to be there. And then they'll go and do something else and that works out. And it's like they're the stable, unstable. Yes, that's it. That's it. Yeah, there you go. That is exactly how, yes, they're the stable, unstable. Like they're stable, but they're really unstable, they're unstable sometimes in their job, they're unstable sometimes in their relationships, and they live in la la land and they do live in the dreamland, and um can be stuck on trauma bonding. The women, yes, the Pisces women, I agree. They also, just like the Virgo, they'll trauma bond with you, or they'll put you through. The Pisces will put you through trauma in order to bond with you, in order to lock you in. So these are very magical people. Be very careful. Think about my favorite Pisces is Rihanna. I know Rihanna be using magic to manifest, okay? Nobody probably saw Rihanna going from music to Fenty Beauty. Now she's doing cologne, and I think she's doing like furs, or she got sunglasses. She's just floating through life. I bet Rihanna doesn't even know what's next. She's just going and is working out, and now she's a freaking billionaire, okay? I'm sure no one thought that it was going to work out for Rihanna, making freaking lingerie and perfume and whips and chains and stuff, and it worked out, okay? Yeah, so these people float through life. They're the stable, unstable. They're caught in that dream realm. I think that these are good artists, whether it's art, painting, drawing. These end up being good artists, also being singers, being rappers. Let me see, who is some celebrity Pisces? Let me look them up real quick. Hold on. I want to look this up real quick. I don't know any of these people. Hold on. Any of y'all know? Oh wait, hold on. I wanna see something. Steph Curry. Oh, he's a Pisces? Oh. That makes sense why he got all them babies. Oh shoot. Okay, so Shaquille O'Neal's a Pisces. I never would have thought he would be a Pisces. Jordan Peele, the actor, director. I call it Queen Latifah. Oh, Nina Simone. Ooh, that makes sense. She was really deep, deep, deep. That's another thing. Pisces can fall into deep depression as well. They really can. They can fall into deep depression. It's got a horrible glare on there. So yeah, they can fall into deep depression. I noticed that. Who else? Seal, the singer. Oh wow. Interesting. I didn't even know all these people were Pisces, but you get the drift. Lost connection for a second. He said, wow, is also a Pisces. He probably is. These are also insecure people as well. They are secretly insecure. I dated a Pisces That was actually my last boyfriend in 2015. He was a Pisces. And I'm telling you, this dude was a psychic. He always knew. He knew what I was going to say next. He knew how I felt. He was so in tune with the emotions. And that's what made the sex amazing. Okay? So my favorite zodiac to be intimate with is Pisces. Okay? Pisces, and then Aries is next, and then Taurus will be third. That damn Pisces. Oh my goodness, it was just amazing. It was too good. Too good to be true. I don't know if they take you into a damn dream realm just to be with you, but definitely Pisces will take you there. But yes, this is definitely a psychic. Oh, also they're very manipulative, so be careful with them. Pisces can manipulate you if they're very intelligent individuals. They can definitely trick you into things. Okay, my ex, who was a Pisces, had 4 baby mamas. Okay, and he was trying to trick me into being a fifth, and I said, "Oh hell no." Oh no, sweetheart, I'm not having no kids until I'm married. I said, I go on this long? You think I'm about to get knocked up by you? Hell to the no. And he was so mad because he tricked them other women, but he wasn't about to trick me. No. That wasn't going to happen to me. So, Pisces are big dreamers. They're big dreamers, but I think that sometimes they're not realistic, like the Virgo. Okay, they're not realistic. Relationships are important to them. I think they feel much better in relationships. Um, this is the type that you're hanging out with them, and they will fade into another place. And you're like, hello. Oh, I got cut off real quick. Some of these Pisces can come off nerdy, can come off awkward, can come off like they could be very sneaky. These individuals can be very sneaky, and you know, you got to be careful with them. Okay, I even been around a Pisces one time who can do like astral projection, telekinesis. He can do one time we were sitting in a room with each other, and he was like, look at that TV over there. And I looked at the TV, and he rose the volume. Okay, he had no remote control. We were in a restaurant. He was like, I know how to make that volume go up and make that volume go down. And he did it. So these are once these people really tap into their power, they can do some damage. Okay, they can be very sneaky. This is why I think a lot of Pisces I think they are killers or serial killers. Because nobody is thinking anything about these individuals. When I be around Pisces, they even will dress kind of nerdy in a sense. I had a best friend from 8 to 26. She was a Pisces, and she would wear cardigan sweaters, penny loafers, all of that. Come to find out, this girl went behind my back while she had a man and was trying to sleep with a guy that I had liked. Okay, you would have never thought anything about this when it came to her. But they are very easy. They're bad liars. They're horrible liars. They're sneaky, but they're horrible liars. I always will catch her in lies. They'll always show their lying on their face. You'll always know when you're catching them. They hate to be caught. They hate it. But these are definitely the type that, they come home, they're going to cook for you, they're going to clean for you, they're still going to have sex for you, but they literally just F some dude on their way from work, and then they took a shower, and then they're going to come home and F you. So be very careful with them. These people will cheat on you, okay? Not all of them, but, the dark-sided ones, they will cheat on you. These are people you could probably smoke weed with. These are the individuals. I'm talking about Pisces for those of you who just came in the chat. Click like for me. The Pisces, these are the type that you can zone out with them, chill with them, smoke weed with them. They're a vibe. They're definitely a vibe. Are they good looking? A lot of them, I don't know. I don't really would say that they're like the lookers of the zodiac, but there's just something about them that makes you want to chill with them and open up to them. And I think like at first you're not into them, and then you end up having sex with them. You get it? Like they're not the person that you probably were looking to get to know. How did he learn the telekinesis? Wow, I have no idea. I never asked him, but he was definitely into a lot, and I don't know. I have no idea. I didn't ask him, but he did a lot of weird stuff. And he would also do like that eye piercing thing. So they're very dangerous once they get into their spirituality. This is, this is a very intuitive sign. This is a very psychic sign. They know when people ain't effing with them. They know. They can feel it, okay? Um, they could be users, they could be manipulators, they could be sneaky, they can stick around you. They also can, what is it? They can like